Is it getting my audio? Hey, it looks like it is. All right. Might even turn that down a little more. There we go. Hopefully that's good. Welcome back to the Sunday Scaries. It's been a little bit since I've been able to stream on a Sunday, but still going at it, and the fall isn't over yet. It's still technically November. It's not winter yet, so we're still playing Fall of Porcupine. Hopefully we can finish it up. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We are about to hit Hibernation Festival, I believe, and that's when the game really kicks off, so... We are indeed about to hit Hibernation Festival. Here we go. Warmth and comfort to you. Is that what they say? Not yet. But I'm trying to make it a thing. The new greeting for the Hibernation Festival. Pretty festive, right? Oh, these guys. Let me celebrate in peace, Squirt. Yeah, can't you see we're celebrating here? That's right, celebrating. Ralph, pull yourself together. Or is it Ralph, pull yourself together? Happy hibernation, you old grouch. Oh, what the heck. Happy Hibernation Festival, Squirt. You too, Pina. Yeah, you too. Have a good one. Just don't bother us, okay? Wow, that nougat punch smells so good. Ew. I think I'll have a mug of it. How do you drink nougat punch? Me even too. Mr. Hydrick, I wasn't expecting to see you here. But of course. I never miss a Hibernation Festival. It's a time when the whole community comes together. And the economy is stimulated. A fantastic day. There's also the small matter of my participation in the stew contest, of course. You like to cook? Cooking relaxes, cooking satisfies, cooking has purpose, meaning. Which is to say, that's great, I'll be cheering for you too, of course, even though me is my favorite. Naturally, team loyalty is essential. And in the end, it's the stew that wins, not the support. I look forward to an invigorating competition. Good luck. Thank you, thank you. And a joyful Hibernation Festival to you. You too. Did you know that today is the Hibernation Festival? Isn't that great? I really want to make a hazelnut candle today. A really big one. Have you ever made a hazelnut candle before? Hazelnut, hazelnut, hazelnut. Oh, how are our friends the beavers? Tomorrow we work hard. Today we celebrate. Yesterday you should have worked hard, but... Hello, Gray Flower. Gray what? Oh, nothing. Well, look who it is. You've got the day off too, then. No, not quite, sadly. Night shift. Okay, well, it's still cool that you stopped by. I hope that decision doesn't come back to haunt me tomorrow. I guess that'll depend on what else you got planned for today. Haven't I seen you before? You work at St. Ursula's too, right? That's right, internal medicine, 3rd floor. I'm Lisa, surgeon, 2nd floor. Pleased to meet you. Oh, yeah, now we gotta do this all again. Oh, here we go. Old Linwood spends all day acting like a big shot without ever actually lifting a finger to help. Benny and Renee keep the whole place running. Who's on shift for you today? I think Dr. Linwood and Benny are there. Maybe you'll have time to drop by later. If you do, say hi to Benny from me. For now, I'm going to treat myself to a tall mug of nougat punch. It's great to be able to take a breather for once. Enjoy your evening, and happy Hibernation Festival. You too. Safe journey to St. Ursula's later. It's Carl. Carl, how's it going? Never better. Did you know they got hot cocoa with brandy here? Okay, how about everything else? I feel better than ever. I finally have time to think about the important things in life. Like hot cocoa with brandy. Ha 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 ha. I even slept in late today. Man, I needed that. I'm not leaving here till all the stalls run out of food and all the kegs are drained. Did you know Mia's taking part in the stew contest today? Really? No kidding? No kidding. Mia's gonna be champion stew maker this year. Old Colbert might as well pick up her gruel and head home right now. Ha 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 ha. This calls for another drink. I need to line my stomach with alcohol before I start scarfing down Mia's stew, after all. Isn't it usually the other way around? Hey, what do I know? I'm not a doctor. Ha ha. True. You're way more competent than any doctor I know. I wish I didn't have the night shift tonight. Whoa there, don't get frowny, finno face. My finno Finley friend. You and me, we're celebrating today. Ha ha ha. I feel great. Hey, you seen Giuliano around? Not yet. He wanted to serve his extra foamy craft beer today. I'm gonna go find the old scoundrel. I'm getting thirsty. See you later, Radiator. Hey, Giuliano! Does anyone know? And he's gone. How are you feeling? Are you ready? And Mia, anyone home? 2 tablespoons of truffle powder? Or was it 12? Finley, was it 2 or 12? You have to tell me. I don't remember anymore. I feel sick. Calm down, Mia. Take a deep breath. Okay, okay. Okay. Are you okay now? I think so. How many spoons of truffle powder go into the stew? None. There's no truffle in this stew at all. That's better. You can do this, Mia. You've done a great job with everything so far. And I've been looking forward to sampling your stew all evening. You're gonna win, I just know it. You really think so? You bet. It's gonna be amazing. And if I can help you in any way, just say. I'll be right here watching you cook everyone else off the stage. Yes, we got this. Thank you. I feel a little better already. Maybe I'll have another swig of my drink first. Whatever works for you. Okay. Hang on. Let's talk to some more folks. Hello. I hope you're enjoying the festivities. Can I interest you in our handmade fall tree tea towels? We still have a few castanets, too. Or how about a traditional hazelnut candle? I'm afraid I still need a moment to get things ready. Why don't you come back later? I think I'll be ready after the stew contest. Today there is no history but that which we write ourselves. I can already feel my dancing feet starting to itch. Tonight's gonna be a big one. You youngsters just wait and see. Woohoo, I can feel it. It's like I'm 20 again. Let's dance ourselves hungry. Can I talk to this dude? No. Sergey, I didn't know you had a stall here too. Of course I do. I can't deprive the town of my street food. All this reminds me of my days as a young traveling chef. I fired up the grills on so many streets in so many cities. But don't be fooled. This is just the warm-up. Today I too find myself in the orchestra pit of flavors, allowing myself to be entranced by the bubbling of the hot pots. Today there will be no more long symphony of several movements. On this day it all comes down to a single chord, the perfect note. And I will call this masterpiece Sergey's famous pepper stew. Sounds delicious. You are blessed, don't you see? You are one of the lucky few who may get a chance to sample a bowl today. This is one hibernation festival you'll never forget. Oh dear. He doesn't know how true that is. There you are. I was just warming up my voice to cheer Chloe on. Want a sneak preview? Yes, maybe? Okay, here it comes. Go, Chloe, go! Everyone else's stew is whoa! Everyone else's stew is whoa? I may need to work on my grammar. I'm rooting for everyone in this contest. So you're rooting for Chloe too? Great! I'm selling actual goods from our store today. Pens, greeting cards, wrapping paper. But if I'm honest, my thoughts are elsewhere. All I can think about is Chloe winning that trophy again. Hey, it's Melissa. Hey, Doc. Fancy bumping into you here. Good to see you. How are you? Lungs doing well? Couldn't be better. I've got this cool spray thing now. I just keep it in my pocket all the time. And when I'm out of breath, I take a quick breath from it. There we go. It's awesome. Yay, awesome inhalers. I'm glad to hear that. But lay off the cigarettes, okay? I know it's hard on special occasions, but your lungs will thank you. Sure thing, Doc. I really don't want to end up back in the hospital. Is the internet working better now, at least? Afraid not. Grim. Oh, Magatha's there. Maggie, I guess, whatever. Okay. We have spoken to everyone we're going to speak to. It's time for the stew contest. I'm rooting for you, Mia. Thank you. Fellow Porcupinians, may I have your attention for a moment? A happy hibernation festival to all of you. Today is a special day for me. Oh, sorry, I did this as her. As I have the honor of officially opening the Hibernation Festival for the 9th time in a row. You'd think this would be a cakewalk for me by now, but I'm still nervous. Nervous with joy. Seeing all of you, celebrating with you. This is always the highlight of my year. I look into your faces and think back to all the wonderful years we've had in this town. I've seen many of you grow up. New faces have joined us. Old ones have left. And me? I'm still here. For that I am truly grateful. I don't want to ramble on too long. After all, we're all here to party, right? I just have one more thing to ask of you. As you enjoy your delicious drinks today, and treat yourselves to a hearty bowl of hot stew, or gossip and laugh with your loved ones, spare a thought for those who cannot be with us today, those who have passed away over the course of the last year, and also for those who are at work right now or simply somewhere else. Think of them. When you see them again, tell them how much fun you had today. Make them turn green with envy. All right, let's get on with it. I, Adele von Wittgenstein, can feel the hairs on the back of my neck standing up in anticipation, as I hereby declare this year's Hibernation Festival open. Ta-da! Here's to all of you. Cheers, you old biddy. Cheers. Here's to us. Turn on the water. Just like every year, hot water is passed through the pipes of the town fountain to keep us warm and serves as a base for the stews. Good luck to everyone taking part. And bon appetit to all our stew samplers. Here's to us. So they just got the fountain back up to working condition this day. after working around the clock and maybe cutting a few corners. Those pipes were in bad condition, but we've got hot water running through what are normally cold water pipes now. We didn't have a day to flush them. So let's see what happens. Now we're going to be drinking out of them. Look at our Mia. Go, Mia. Give Hydrick a good roasting. And Sergey, too. He's been on my blacklist ever since he took the fried corn on the cob off the menu. Show him how it's done. Woohoo! Okay. Not a lot new to say to people. That's good. Good news, the hazelnut candles. Oh, sorry. Good news, the hazelnut candles are just firming up. They should be fresh and ready to go right after the contest, if not before. Look at Adele bopping away. I hope I'm like that when I grow up. Don't tell anyone, but a tear came to my eye when she was speaking just now. Anyway, I really hope you enjoy the festival. Too bad you can't stay to the end, but have yourself a great time all the same. See you around, Finish Minnie. Miss von Wittgenstein. We are hungry, we are hungry. Hungry, hungry, we're so hungry. Hungry, hungry, and thirsty too. Hey, can you buy us a mug of nougat punch? No. Come on, I just want to try it. Do you want to end up in the hospital again? Okay, okay. Alright, let's involve ourselves in the contest. Hi, Chloe. Hi, Dr. Heidenreich, or Heydrich, whatever. Just stick to the recipe, same as usual. Ration, weigh, don't over-season. I don't remember. Oh, that's Colette, I think? I don't know. There's Sergey. Mia. You're doing great, Mia. Can I taste it? Finley! What's wrong? Finley! Yes? The pickleweed. What's a pickleweed? My secret ingredient. The spice that makes my tomato stew special. And I forgot to get it. I don't have any, Finley. What am I going to do? I can't leave my stew. Everything's already simmering. And time's running out, too. Don't worry. I'll get some for you. Where do you get something like that? At the grocery store, but it's closed hours ago. Any other ideas? Yes, you see Roman Heydrich over there at the front? Yes. Pickleweed is his main ingredient. I don't know why. It must make his stew terribly bitter. But knowing him, I'm sure he won't give any of it away. I'll ask him. You just keep doing what you're doing. Just a few more minutes, dear contestants. Then it's time to drop your spoons. Oh no, did you hear that? Don't worry, I'll be right back. Really? Oh, thank you. Mr. Heydrich, may I disturb you for a moment? You know I'm always happy to listen to my team's concerns. But I still need a moment or two for my stew. And as you've just heard, time is of the essence. I need some of your pickleweed. What? From my ingredients? Yes, could you spare some? You'd be doing me a huge favor. No, sorry, out of the question. You're a very likable young man, and I would like to help, truly I would. But my ingredients have all been measured out precisely according to my recipe. If I change even the slightest thing, it will affect the taste. I'm sorry. Okay, thanks anyway. Don't mention it. Mr. Hyder can't spare any of his ingredients. I'm sorry. That's alright. My fault for forgetting it, after all. Thanks for trying anyway. My young colleague. I've been thinking. You are part of St. Ursula's hospital. Just like myself and my young colleague back there, we have to stick together. With that in mind, I decided to give you some of my pickleweed. Really? That's very kind of you. But of course, I can't simply give my ingredients away. So I would also like to ask a favor of you. Okay, what do you need? I would like a bottle of caraway liqueur from the wine stand. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, no problem. I'll just head over there and buy you one. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. This caraway liqueur is very special. The owner has produced only one bottle of it. I'm guessing it's insanely expensive then? Expensive? Not at all. In fact, the wine cellar is looking to give it away. Oh? Yes, it's a prize of sorts for the first person to say the secret phrase to her. The secret phrase? Exactly. It's sort of like a password. The solution to a riddle. Do you have any idea what it's about? No, but talk to the person at the wine stand. I'm sure you'll find some answers there. Okay, I'll get you the bottle. Excellent. Even though it would have been nicer if you'd helped us for free. I'm interested in winning the bottle of caraway liqueur. Oh, really? Then tell me. The red lions have left the forest. Red trees. Oh, you don't know the answer? Apparently not, no. Okay. There are a few other people here who are also playing the game. Maybe one of them can give you the answer. How do I find out who knows the answer? That's part of the puzzle. Okay, then pay attention. Yeah. The blue shells glitter prettily in the morning sun. That's it. That's it. Take a look around, talk to people, and good luck. Thanks. Alright, this is a lot of just talking to random people. Oh, I didn't remember the time limit being there. Dang it. Okay. So who do I say it to? Nope, not that one. Ah, I know the answer to that. Hold on. They hide when the yellow sun grows too hot. No idea what it's supposed to mean, though. I'll figure it out. Good luck. Oh, I know the answer. The green train is almost here. Thank you. Oh, that sounds familiar. It travels on the Purple Sea. Thank you. You're welcome. Good luck. Travels on the Purple Sea. The answer to that is... the red trees have left the forest. I hope that helps you. It does. Thank you, Susie. The red trees have left the forest. Let's see. Now they grow on the Golden Beach. Incredible. That's the right answer. You've won, and in record time, too. Really? Yay. Congratulations. Here's your prize, a bottle of caraway liqueur. Thank you very much. I got a dash. Have a good evening. Thank you. You too, my friend. Don't drop the bottle. There you go, Mr. Heydrich. Very good, my young colleague. You can always run on teams. Hit us so I can have the pickleweed now. Of course. Blah, blah, blah. Here's your prize. Finest pickleweed. Thank you. I've got the ingredient. What, really? Okay. You're the best sous chef in the world. We can talk later. Time's running out. Your time is up. The cooking period is now officially over. Set your wooden spoons to one side and prepare for the tasting. Dig in, folks. Official announcers get first dibs. Heh. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Oh, no. That was fantastic. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. I don't think I'll ever need to eat again. Just roll me home. But before we get to the award ceremony, there's something I'd like to get off my chest. There are a lot of different people living here in Porcupine. Some have only been here for a short time, but others have spent their whole lives here. And that's good and the way things should be. Be kind to each other, be grateful, be understanding. If you do that, Porcupine will remain the beautiful place it is. Maybe these are just the melancholy thoughts of an old, old woman. Or maybe I've already had a nougat punch or two. Ah, ha, ha. But I love all of you. Everybody in this bat. So before the food coma sets in, let's get to the awards ceremony. Hee hee. To refresh your memory, here are all the participants and their creations. Chloe took us on a wild journey through the world of porcini mushrooms. Roman Heydrich presented you with a spicy pickleweed pot. Isaac whipped up some handmade alphabet soup for our bookworms. Wonderful handwriting, by the way. Our lovely Mia, a first-time contestant today, gave us a tomato stew that I'm sure has bowled more than a few of you over. And our last candidate is someone we only normally see when we're sick. Sergey, head chef of the cafeteria at St. Ursula's. His entry this year was a fiery hot pepper stew. Okay, that's everyone. Now hold on to your spoons, it's about to get serious. The winner of this year's Porcupine Stew contest is Mia with her fruity spicy tomato stew. Really? Congratulations. Yes! Congratulations! What a great stew! And that goes for all of you as well. Congratulations on your amazing creations, and congratulations to everyone who got their hands on a bowl. You were really lucky to get to taste such wonderful stews. And now let the celebrations continue. You said it. Hee hee. Alright, let's get that candle. Whew, finally done. I couldn't concentrate with all the excitement of the contest in the background. Anyway, can I get you something now? Yeah, one hazelnut candle. One hazelnut candle coming right up. What do I owe you? Nothing. Nothing? That's right. Everyone gets one hazelnut candle for free if they want it. Oh, that's very nice of you. But doesn't it mean you end up losing money on the candles? Yes, but making hazelnut candles is my favorite hobby. So I really don't mind. It means I need a little while to make them, though. But at least they always smell fantastic. Enjoy your candle. That's very nice of you, thank you. Happy Hibernation Festival. Mia, you were awesome. Congratulations. Thanks, did you like the stew? Even better than that. I haven't even tasted it yet. What? Why? Because the whole pot got gobbled up straight away. I didn't stand a chance. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, it's no big deal. I could see how delicious it was from the looks in everyone's eyes. Celebrate, Mia. You've earned it. Thanks. I feel a little awkward, actually. Important to note, neither Finley nor Mia got to have any of Mia's stew, or any stew. Mia, is everything alright? Yeah, everything's great. I just wanted to give you something. Really? Is there still some of your stew left? No, that was gone in a flash. But you're the one who taught me into entering the contest in the first place. And that evening we cooked together really motivated me. What's more, you didn't just chop the ingredients for me. You also brought me the key ingredient today. What I'm saying is I couldn't have done this without you. Which is why I want you to have my winner's trophy. Really? But you're the one who won it. Yes, but it was as much of your victory as it was mine, really. Besides, I wouldn't even know where to put it in my apartment. Thank you, Mia. I feel very honored. But how about we share it? It can be one of those trophies that moves from place to place. I'll take it and invite you to dinner sometime, so I can show you my finest cooking skills. Then you can take it home with you and we can cook again at your place. We can take turns with the trophy and the cooking. Okay, yes, let's take turns. Happy Hibernation Festival, Finley. And to you. Celebrate, you deserve it. But now I need to get going. See you in the morning. Good night. And in 45 minutes to an hour, things started to get real for the residents of Porcupine. Oh look, first snow. It's snowing. Hey, Porcupine. All of you. Happy Hibernation Festival. One second. Good night, Mr. Bus Stop. Well, at least the bus has a good reason not to come today. If you're partying and drinking, it's best not to do any driving at all. That goes for buses as well as cars. I mean, I would say it's very important to have a bus on a day like today, but who am I? Oh. How many hibernation festivals do you think you've celebrated? 168. What, really? But the hospital isn't that old. You're right there, but I haven't always been here. I didn't even know that. They brought me out here a long time ago, and I may not look it, but I haven't missed a single hibernation festival. Impressive. Were you there today too? Not in the way you might think. Linoslav, the guy in the town fountain? I don't like him very much. We had a falling out a few decades ago. Ooh, statue drama. Oh, I'm sorry, what happened? Well, I don't want to trouble you with my woes. But that arrogant upstart is so full of himself. He always has to be at the center of the celebrations. Ooh, look at me, my hot water supplies the stew contest. The stews keep everyone warm and only taste so good because of me. And then he gets all those lavish decorations every year, too. It's not fair. Are you jealous? Me? Jealous of that slime-o and his stupendous decorations? Never! Sorry, I digress. Don't stop on my account. Shall I give you a tip for next year? Sure, thanks. Get yourself a hood. It'll keep the first snow off your head, and no one will know it's you who's partying the whole night away. Curse that Ninoslav and his magnificent decorations. Let's see, is the window open? Why is it so cold in here? Did someone leave the air conditioning running? Hold on a minute, we don't even have air conditioning. The first ever hibernation festival brought the people of Porcupine together. They celebrated and feasted, but when it was all done, there was still a pile of candy left over. Together, they decided to store the leftover candy in a cabinet. And on that day, my dear vending machine, you were born. Yes, I'm sure that's how the story goes. Yeah. Not in the mood for the hibernation festival, Ingrid? Sure I am. But someone has to keep this place running. I'll be down in a minute, though. Then we'll get the real party started. All that nonsense beforehand with the stews and everything, I can't stand it anyway. Boring. I heard you can win a bottle of caraway liquor at the wine stand, though. I gotta get my hands on that. I heard it's delicious. And there's only one bottle of it. I'm afraid I've got some bad news. What? Someone claimed the bottle already? Well... Hydric has the bottle. That greaseball! How dare he? The world just isn't a fair place. He won't even appreciate a drink of that quality when I get my hands on him. Now off to your shift. Dr. Korokowski's waiting. You're on the night shift together tonight. I can hear voices coming through the air vents. Happy Hibernation Festival! Here, this is for you. Oh, thank you. A gift? You don't usually do this kind of thing. I know, but I saw it when I was out shopping and I thought of you. Oh, really? Well, now I'm curious. I'll open it right away. So, what do you think? I think I should change wards. What? Why? Wait, Drama. Can't say hi today. Good evening, Finley. Happy Hibernation Festival, Dr. Krakowski. Yes. Hope you had a good time. Yes, It's just the two of us today. Holidays are all well and good, but someone has to keep the lights on here. That's true, so how are things looking? As they should. People actually always feel a little better on days like this. Some are homesick, others are just happy to have some peace and quiet. Still, from a psychological point of view, the Hibernation Festival actually seems to help them. I will take care of our dear Irma today. Please handle your duties. You'll find me in the break room when you're done. Alright, see you soon. Bing. P31. This is our busy bat. Good evening, Miss Van Galen. It is important not to get rattled. After every inhalation comes an exhalation. Everything that is closed will one day be opened again, and vice versa. May I interrupt for a moment? Oh. Hello, Finley. I didn't hear you come in. We were just lost in conversation. I bumped into dear Sonia this evening in the cafeteria. That's one way of putting it. I'd forgotten I was meant to have an important meeting today. Suddenly got hard to breathe and I passed out again. Dr. Gautera brought me back up here. I have to admit to a certain amount of luck. Benjamin from surgery happened to be passing through at the time, too. It was a huge help in getting Sonia up here safely. Thank you, Dr. Gautera. I'll take over from here. Oh, of course. Let me know if I can be of any assistance to you in an advisory capacity, of course. Miss Van Galen, I wish you all the best and a natural recovery for both body and mind. Now, I've already taken far too long a break. I wish you both a pleasant evening. Thanks, you too. How you feeling, Miss Van Galen? I still feel a little out of sorts. Your blood pressure must have been fluctuating. You had an extremely high resting pulse when you first arrived here. The drugs regulate your blood pressure. Dr. Gautera kept talking to me until I felt better. He was saying something about my inner core, breathing exercises, that sort of thing. I tried yoga once, not my cup of tea. Yes, Dr. Gautera has his own way of looking at things, but he wasn't exactly wrong. Let me check your readings. We have to make sure that the drugs are working so you remain stable. All right. That's still an A, baby. Trying very hard to not get my Y's and X's crossed and my A's and B's crossed. I'm afraid medication will only go part of the way to solving your problem. It would be wise to develop ways to reduce stress. Unfortunately, this happens to a lot of people nowadays. But how am I supposed to avoid stress? Well, there are a few options. But you'll need to work out what works best for you. They didn't teach us much about stress avoidance techniques in medical school, to be honest. No kidding. The things that Dr. Gautera said, they kind of helped. I'm going to take a nap. Maybe I'll get lucky and catch Dr. Gautera again tomorrow. Rest well. New patient? Dr. Gerda Niesdorf? Oh, there we go. Finally. Bring me back a cup of black tea. Then tell Dr. Theobald that I want to speak with him. I'm actually your attending physician. You're a doctor? St. Ursula, save us. You're barely out of diapers. Do they sell medical degrees online now? Let's not lose sight of the matter at hand, Dr. Niesdorf. You came to us today suffering from severe tremors. On top of that, you've been complaining of recurrent itching and muscle atrophy. Liver cirrhosis. What? Liver cirrhosis? Are you deaf? Have you already been diagnosed? I can't see anything here. I'm a surgeon, child. Yeah, you're not a diagnostician. I've had liver cirrhosis for longer than you've been alive. Accordingly, I'm aware of the high mortality rate once surgical intervention becomes necessary. That's why I'm here. So let's cut to the chase and get down to business. Okay. So let's see what we need. So we have nothing that gives us more pink. We have only things that give us less pink. That'll bring us up to red. Oh, but it's actually too much red, but that's okay because we need another orange. One, two, three, four. Oh. Oh, that makes things more complicated. So we do one of those, that puts the red way high. If we do one of those, it doesn't quite get other things down to where they need to be. If we do one of these and one of these, that gets us to, so we got 4 now, and we have too much red and not enough orange, which means we do this one, which is 5, and then boom, 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 boom. Yes, awesome. We got it. Treatment complete with an A. Your liver readings are in the critical range. You don't say. To make sure it is cirrhosis of the liver we're dealing with, we need to do a liver biopsy. No. No? I already know it's cirrhosis of the liver. What do you take me for? Although I'm sure your accounting department will be thrilled if you carry out a few unnecessary procedures they can charge me for. What if it's not liver cirrhosis? Do I have to teach you how to treat me right here? Listen. I like a drink, if you know what I mean. Excuse me? I'm talking about chronic alcohol abuse. And your nursing staff insist I don't drink here. So now I have 2 problems. Alcohol withdrawal and this blasted liver cirrhosis. According to the latest research, your symptoms could also be triggered by other diseases. New research? A lot of waffle, that's what it is. Well, go ahead. I'm sure you know exactly what you're doing. I would really love to go to the Hibernation Festival today. I'm sure you would, but I'm sorry it didn't work out. It's okay, I've been having my own little Hibernation Festival right here. I just had a coffee with cream and hazelnut. It was the highlight of my day. You have an inflammation of the renal pelvis. Are you in pain? Yes, but I'm trying not to let it get to me. Alright, but don't make things too uncomfortable for yourself. We can always get you some painkillers if you want. For now, I'm going to give you some medication. Okay. Let's find our target. It's right there. Well, it's like that whole area. But especially right over there. I think. Let's see. Is there an even better spot? And that's also pretty good right there. That should do it. Let's find out. Hey, all right. That's an all-A night. Please tell us if the pain gets any worse, or if you have any problems urinating. You shouldn't really be drinking caffeine this late in the day, but you might find that coffee helps a little. Oh, hello, Artemisia. You've gotten here before things really get sad and scary, so that's good. Anyway, I wish you a wonderful Hibernation Festival and a sound night's sleep. Thank you. I'm definitely wide awake right now, but I've got to admit. Okay, so that's Dr. Krakowski. There is one other person I'm trying to find. Other than Irma, of course. Okay, it must be later. We do have someone to give this candle to eventually, but we'll get there. Let's go talk to Dr. Krakowski, and then talk about Irma, and then talk to Irma. I'm done, Dr. Krakowski. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? No, everything's fine. You're right, the patients really are doing a little better today. Glad I'm on the night shift now. It's really quite pleasant. If you say so. Well, let's see. S rank, smiley face, alright. You were really quick today. I like that. I have one more request for you. Of course, what? Mrs. DeCalma. I've been watching her tonight and she's not doing very well. She's asked if the nice doctor would stop by again today. I think she means you. Why don't you go check on her? I'm sure she'll be happy to see you. Sure, I'd love to. I've got a gift I wanted to give her anyway. Well, don't keep her waiting. Oh, wait a minute. There's a thing I wanted to check first. Hold on. There's one achievement I don't want to miss. Hang on. Oh, hang on. I may have missed it already. Shoot. Let's find out. Oh, I did miss it. Dang it. Okay. Well, it's an achievement I won't get in this version that I got in the Steam version, so that's fine. Hey, Irma, how are you doing? Finley, what are you doing here? I thought you were out celebrating today. I was. It was great. I met a lot of people, and the stew contest was really exciting. They got the fountain working again for the occasion. And look what I found, Irma. Ta-da! Can you smell that, doctor? The scent is just incredible. You've really made my day. I'm feeling much less shivery already. This brings back so many images for me. So many memories from years gone by. From all the many hibernation festivals I have seen. It was your first one today, wasn't it? Yes. But you should get some rest, Irma. All that talking gets to your lungs. No, it's alright. I need someone I can spin my yarns to. I'm very tired. But I would like to tell you one last story. Irma? What do you mean by that? It's okay. What? No, it's not okay at all. We'll get you back on your feet, I promise. I'll get Dr. Krakowski right away. We'll figure it out. You've already done more than I can imagine. But may I ask one more favor of you? Of course, what is it? I'd love another cup of tea. My throat's a little dry, you know? Of course, Now, Finley, don't fuss. It's alright. I'll just dash to the break room. We have tea there. I'll be right back. We always have hot water here, thank goodness. What kind of tea should I make? Black tea. Okay, now I better get this straight to Irma. Finley taking a break already? No, I'm just getting a cup of tea for a patient. Ah yes, old Irma has a taste for the finer things. Could you come with me, please? Irma isn't doing well at all. I know. I already went to see her and checked her readings. She's going to die in the next few hours. But we have to do something. What I'm going to do is make myself a cup of tea too. I mean, they are on the night shift, Artemisia. How can you just walk in here like nothing's wrong? Why aren't you doing anything? I've already done everything I could. Sometimes even the best treatment in the world can't help, Finley. But go to her. Make her last hours as comfortable as possible. That is our duty to her now. Make sure she has enough painkillers. Shouldn't we contact her son? I have already tried that too. Unfortunately, I've not yet been able to reach Giuliano. I'll keep trying and inform him of the situation. Go now. Irma's tea is getting cold. Okay. Well, as you can see now, it's okay to give her caffeinated tea at this hour. Irma, I'm back, and I got your tea. Irma? Who? Oh, sorry, I must have dozed off for a minute there. You're a darling, thank you so much. Just set it down there. I remembered my first hibernation festival like it was yesterday. It was already very cold for the first time of the year, or for this time of the year. The cars and park benches were buried in snow. But the hibernation festival still had to go on, of course. Gilbert. He loved hot air balloons more than anything else in the world. But he also had a great fear of flying. And he wasn't the youngest anymore either, neither of us were. So we compromised by heading to the countryside to watch the balloon race. At least we used to, until it was banned. It was the hibernation festival. When Gilbert sat in a hot air balloon for the first time, there was already snow on the roads and the roofs of the houses. The lights, the smells. We were there every year. When it was cold outside and everyone started to come closer together. I'd already bought a hazelnut candle and enjoyed some lovely conversations with plenty of laughter. When Gilbert secretly slipped away, he'd spotted a hot air balloon in the square. Back then you could still book flights in the winter. They said you could see the whole town from up there. But that year the balloon remained grounded. The weather was already bitterly cold and very windy. Then all of a sudden an icy gust of wind blew across the square. Hats and caps flew through the air. Mothers had to hold on to their children. And that gust of wind blew my Gilbert right into the basket of the balloon. When he picked himself up to climb back out again, he got the fright of his life. The balloon had broken loose and was already rising hundreds of feet above the town. And me? I had seen the whole thing and leapt desperately on a dangling rope to try and hold that balloon down. But instead I simply floated away with it. Gilbert helped me into the basket and the wind carried us higher and higher into the wintry clouds. Porcupine was no more than a small speck of light in the fog. Eventually it disappeared altogether. Gilbert could barely move due to his fear of heights. The cold bit into our skin. But I managed to cheer him up. His dream had finally come true, I reminded him, riding in a hot air balloon. Unfortunately, we soon realized that the burner was frozen. But then I remembered the hazelnut candle I had brought. So Gilbert and I made ourselves comfortable in the basket of the balloon and lit the candle to keep warm. I don't know how long we sat there, but it was indescribably beautiful. Just us, the sky and the clouds, and the scent of the hazelnut candle. Suddenly there was a bang! The burner had started up again. The heat from the hazelnut candle had thawed it out. Gilbert quickly figured out how to steer the balloon. Even the altitude didn't bother him anymore, but how would we know which way to go? Then, before we could even begin to worry again, I heard it, very softly. The hibernation hymn, the song everyone in Porcupine sings together for the hibernation festival. We strained our ears and Gilbert steered the balloon straight toward the song. Eventually, Porcupine emerged from the fog. The beautifully decorated marketplace, the snow-covered roofs, and the festival goers. What a sight! They had broken into song to help us find our way back. Gilbert landed right in front of the fountain, and all the crowd cheered. And that's the story, more or less, of how my Gilbert and I took flight together for the first and last time. He died the following year. I'll be reunited with him soon. Then we'll fly together again. My Gilbert and I. So, Artemisia, you haven't been following the other nights of this, but Irma's stories are very much in this sort of big fish version of magical realism, recountings of things that happened in her life. So there's usually a grain of truth to it, but not as fantastical as it seems. Anyway. Are they still playing the hibernation hymn in the square? Maybe, I'm not quite sure. I think I can hear it, just faintly. Yes, they're probably still celebrating, and here's the two of us stuck working the night shift at the hospital, huh? You're doing a good job with the work, but Irma? I made it. Hang on a second. To the hibernation. It's the second time I played through this game. I'm more prepared for it now than I was the first time, but whew. Thank you, Artemisia. Alright, how's old Alfio doing today? Wow, looks like someone got on the wrong side of out on the wrong side of the bed this morning. What happened? Did you enjoy the hibernation festival? Things aren't so great right now, Alfio. Can I help? No. Hey, Frock. Finley! Hello. You don't look so good. If I didn't know better, I'd say you're in a river's bursting its banks. You could say that. How are things with your sister? I told her about your stream of consciousness idea. 2 twigs clanging together to stem the current. We cried for a full hour. Oh, that's a good thing, I hope. It is. Soon the river student will become its master, right, Finley? You mean me? Not yet, but soon. Perhaps. Wow. Next, I'll teach you how to choose the right camping chair. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Okay, so we've had the sad portion of the game, other than the tail end. And now we are going to get the scary portion in a moment. Maybe not scary. Dramatically tense. We'll go with that. I'd love to get away for a while. Same exchange again. Yeah, suspenseful. Again, dramatically tense is what it's going to be. You'll see. We get real hospital drama with it in a minute. Giuliano, I'm really sorry that Irma was... No, I can't do that yet. I don't want to talk to you today, Nino. Not today. Oh, window's closed. End of an era. I sense a dark cloud over you, young one. You had a death on your ward, right? It's never pretty, that's for sure. But the river of life flows on regardless. Let it carry you. We'll all get swept into the great sea of eternity one day. Morning. Have a nice weekend. Why the gloomy face? Morning, Ingrid. I'm not in a great mood. It's because of Mr. Kalma. I'm sorry, kid, really. I like the old lady, too. I was hoping I'd feel better after the weekend. Well, I guess you're just one of those people who feels a lot for others. Just make sure it doesn't become a problem for you. That's a part of our profession, kid. Try to focus. There's enough living people around here who need your help. I get it, though. They always say the first death really sticks with you. Yeah, maybe you're right. I'll focus and try my best. That's the spirit. Can't go in the calf right now. Can't go spy on people in the vents. Just time to go to work. Quickly check here to see. Yeah, no, can't do that other thing. Alright, that's one achievement missed, but that's okay. Again, I got it on the Switch. Good morning, Finley. How are you? Alright, I think. A patient died yesterday. You're a patient. I imagine Irma's death is still on your mind. Nevertheless, I would ask that you don't let your performance levels drop. We can't let these things affect our work. Got it. You can rely on me. You know the drill. We'll talk again once you finish treating your patients. Try to make this a good day, Finley, in spite of everything. Good luck. Oh, and one more thing. Irma died of complications from pneumonia. She was old. Her immune system just couldn't hold everything off. She remained stable for a while. However, her condition worsened during her stay here. These things happen sometimes. The incident with the water damage in her room probably didn't help either. What I'm trying to say is, You did nothing wrong. I've even made a note to that effect in my report. I assigned you to treat Irma, and that was the right decision. I'm sure of it. Okay. You're Emma, right? Okay. Miss Emma Strawberry Yogurt, right? No, I'm Emma Smith. Oh, right. That's what it says here. I must have read it wrong. How are you feeling, Emma Smith? I miss my home. And I've got a tummy ache, too. You did get some pills, didn't you? But it's still not better yet? No. Alright, let's take a closer look at what's up with this tummy, then. Oh, it's a diagnostic one. Alright. Alright, so I'm treating this like Wordle, but you know, symbolically. 2 of them are correct, but none in the right place. Okay. Alright, so we're keeping those 2. That's got 4 correct, but not in the right place. Interesting. Alright, so that's a lot of the same ones in different positions. None of them match up exactly, so maybe? Hey, we got 2 right. Okay, cool. And 2 more of them are correct, but in wrong spots. How many symbols are there? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 symbols in all. Alright, so we've tried the skull in 3 of those other positions. The only remaining position is that one. We've tried the foot in 2 of those other positions. It could, or 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it could be that one. Brain we've only tried once before. We'll see how it goes. Hey, pretty good. Alright, so that's everything except foot. Alright, so this last one, we know okay, so let's see, from these other ones. Blood, hand, skull. Those three are the same. So then it's either... It can't be foot because foot wasn't the right one there. So it's got to be stomach. All right, there we go. This has got to be it. Yeah! We did it. Hooray! I think your pain is because of your food allergy. I read that you're not allowed to eat certain things. Is that right? Yes. So are you watching what you eat then? Yeah, but... What is it, Emma? Well, Gerda said that after the hibernation festival you can eat as many nuts as you want. Is Gerda your mom? No, my mom's name is Mom, and she's away. So who's Gerda then? Gerda Niesdorf. I always visit her when I'm sick, or when I'm homesick. Oh, that's Dr. Niesdorf, who we're treating for supposed cirrhosis. She's a doctor like you. Wait a minute, do you mean Dr. Niesdorf? Yeah. Can you do me a favor, Emma? Okay. Please don't eat any more nuts. I'm sorry, but your tummy doesn't like nuts, not even after the hibernation festival. Oh... I mean, it's mean, I know, but your tummy aches are mean too, aren't they? Yeah. So you keep off the nuts and we'll think of some nice things for you and your tummy to eat, okay? Yeah, okay. In a moment, we'll pay Dr. Niesdorf a visit. First, we gotta see our Mrs. Van Galen. Our busy bat. Good morning, Miss Van Galen. Is it that time already? Your colleague said you'd be checking on me again today. Well, looks like she was right. Should we get straight to it? I'm sure you want to get back home, too. Alright, meds mixing time. Now, we don't have another way... Okay, so now light orange is set. We don't want to not interfere with it anymore, which means there's a lot of different ways to raise pink. We can do one of those in a minute. All right. The only way to raise orange is like this. And that brings red and green down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of those are balanced, and you used 4 pills, which is exactly what we need to do. 1 + 2 + 1. Treatment complete. Yep. I'm seeing a significant improvement. You know what? I'm actually feeling a lot better today. Better than I have in years. I feel like I'm really aware of my surroundings again. Sounds like the medication's doing its job. Yes, but I think there's more to it than that. I managed to talk to Dr. Galterra again, and it was like he tore down a wall inside me. Suddenly I saw everything I used to think was important in a different light. I've decided to change my life around completely. I don't want to end up here again. I want to be able to focus on other things, instead of just living for my job. I called my boss this morning and requested 4 weeks off. That's great. That's not what she thought. She threatened to fire me on the spot. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't be. I am the island. I am the sea. And maybe unemployed. But I don't care at all, and that's great. I'll do my exercises and follow my heart more. Thank you for helping me. I'll make sure to thank Dr. Galterra again before I leave, too. Have a great day, and look after yourself. All right, let's go see Dr. Niesdorf. Now, my dear colleague, what's your assessment of your health status? My withdrawal symptoms are diminishing, and so is the pain. Good. You mind if I examine you? That's what I'm here for. Oh, this is the hard one. Alright, here we go. Ah, shoot. Aha. Aha, we did it. I don't know if we made it to an A. Oh, we did. All right, awesome. That one's so tough. Because you have no idea what position you need to put your fingers into for that. We're going to keep increasing your vitamin B1 and energy intake. Your liver's on the mend. Are you sure? Nonsense. My liver's had it. The readings are clear. Really? You came to us just in time. Feel free to take a look for yourself. We'll have to keep you here for a few more days for observation. If you want to keep on living, you need to keep off the alcohol. Forever. Clear, honest words. I like it. Maybe something will come of you after all, in the distant, far-off future. But what I do or don't do is none of your business, understand? I've given you my medical opinion. What you do with it is entirely up to you. Okay, Dr. Krakowski is not in the break room. Maybe she's over here. Yep. All done? Yep. It took you longer than usual today. But given the circumstances, I'm willing to turn a blind eye to that. Let's see. S rank, baby. What have you got for me today? I don't have anything for you. Dr. Theobald was asking after you. Oh, really? Why? I couldn't say. However, he did ask if I could give you the rest of the day off. I'm not happy about it, but I said yes. Guess it must be something important then. Do you think I should go to his office? You can if you like, but you won't find him there. How do you know? Because he's just made himself comfortable in our break room. Oh, strange. That's just the way he is. I guess I'll pop in and see him then. As you wish. Finley, there you are. Thank you for coming. Sure, Dr. Theobald, what can I do for you? Nothing, but I wanted to talk to you. First of all, I would like to thank you. You've done an excellent job these past few days. Thanks. Is that all you wanted? No, not at all. I heard about Irma Di Calma's passing, of course. A tragedy, truly. Like so many others here in Porcupine, I knew Irma well and liked her a lot. I'll miss her very much. The whole town will. But you were the one who looked after her and were there for her in her final days. Is Irma the first patient who's died under your care? Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. It's not uncommon to struggle getting your them off your mind the first time. I still remember my first too. I think I know what you mean. I still think about Mrs. Di Calma a lot. Just try not to let those thoughts affect you too much. After all, there are still plenty of other people depending on your help. Don't get distracted from looking out for them. It's Irma's funeral service this afternoon. It'll be held at Gilbert's. Giuliano hosts most of the funerals in this town. I'm sure this one will be especially hard for him. You should be there. You'll feel better afterward, believe me. You mean I can go to the service? You're excused for the rest of the day. And I'm sure Mrs. Di Calma would have invited you anyway. Okay, then, I'll be there. Thank you, Dr. Theobald. No need to thank me, Finley. Say goodbye to the old lady for me. See you again tomorrow. And please give my condolences to Giuliano as well. Can I go to the basement now? Nope. Take care, kiddo. And don't slip on the snow. I already pulled something in my back this morning. I'm not hungry. Okay, interesting. He doesn't even usually bother to say anything there. Okay, now I gotta find out where the funeral is. Can I interest you in a hot cup of coffee? Perhaps a tea or a saffron roll? No thanks. Sorry, I got somewhere to be. Sure thing. You don't seem to like the weather much either, do you? It smells a bit stale. Oh, yeah, it's a Giuliano's. That makes sense. Or I guess Gilbert's is the name of the place, but... So you're here too, young one. It's good to see you. The roller coaster of life never stops, does it? A few days ago, we gathered to celebrate. Today, we're gathered to weep. Hey, Giuliano. Feeling. Hey, Giuliano. I'm so sorry. I wish I had more. Feeling. It's okay. Thank you for coming. I know we haven't known each other long, but it means a lot to me. Please, make yourself at home. There's food and drink. Go ahead, take a seat. Just make yourself at home. Is there really nothing I can do for you? Come to think of it, there is one thing actually. Anything you want, what is it? I think there is a colleague of yours here too. He didn't hang around long. He just stood in the corner and didn't talk to anyone. Then I think he went out the back door. I haven't seen him since. Could you go see if he's still there? I'd check myself, but I've already got my hands full. Sorry, here I am asking for your help again. It's no problem, Giuliano. I'd be happy to do that for you. Thank you. I'm sure Pina made the figurine. Aw. Oh, she's got the necklace. Aw. It's such a nice tradition. I'm proud of you, Pina. Bah! Did you know Irma? Of course. Sorry, did you know Irma? Of course. I loved stopping to chat to her during my rounds. She was always sitting at her window with a plate of cookies next to her. She always made me coffee on cold days. I'd love one of her coffees right now. Irma. I can't believe she just died like that. It's so unfair. Hey, Finley. Ted, you're here too. Of course. I've really fallen in love with this little bar. I didn't know there was a funeral today, and I didn't know the deceased at all. But I'd still like to be here for the wake. I'm sure Juliana will be glad to see you. I hope so. Wow, you're here. Sorry, Finley. I know how much you liked Irma. How are you feeling? Are you okay?
This is a reminder.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just happy I could be here today. Me too, even if it has been a bit stressful for me. But I'd do anything for Irma.
This is a reminder.
If there's anything I can do for you, just say, okay? I'm going to talk to folks up here and then go out back. Juliana really does have a lot of old books. A few of them are Irma's, too. A very short story in which precious little happens. Oh, I love that book. 100 Creative Ways to Find Housing. I wonder if any of these still work today. And look at this. The Charoplane Murders. I read that book in secret when I was a kid. Big mistake. Irma had really eclectic taste. What are you staring at? I've been standing here for 10 minutes. 1 second longer and I'd have wet my pants. And I need to blow my nose too. Okay, so that's everybody. Oh, I love the detail of the giraffe picture that is in 2 parts. That's really good. Okay. Let's go see this mysterious coworker. It's Mr. Glendower. Gregor, you're here too? Oh man, what voice was I doing for Gregor Glendower? Get lost, kid. Don't you want to come inside? The service is about to start. No. There's food and drink too. Lots of people here. Oh, I think I was doing an Eeyore voice for him. Leave me alone. Okay. It's all my fault. What do you mean? I'm doing the best I can. I know the hospital relies on me. I'm the one who's supposed to look after it after all. If the old lady hadn't got sicker, if that water damage hadn't happened, if I'd just taken better care of the hospital, then maybe she wouldn't have. This is my burden to bear. I'll never forgive myself. All those people in there, I see the way they look at me. They know it's my fault. You're... Gregor, you are the sole custodian for an entire hospital that is falling apart because of deferred maintenance at the administrative level. This is in no way your fault. I felt the same way. I was the one treating her right up until the end. I still believed she'd get better. I didn't want to face the fact that she was going to die. But in the moment she passed, I knew she was at peace with it. She was old, her body was weak, and she was happy. She didn't want people looking after her all the time. And that's okay. I did my best, and you did too. But sometimes things crumble and collapse anyway. Sometimes we have to say goodbye to people. Sometimes we can't help them. I'm going in now. You can come with me if you want. I can't. I'm gonna stay here. Okay. But if you change your mind, just know that you'll be welcome. Sure, whatever. I should go. I don't want to disturb the bereaved. You should do what feels right for you. No one's forcing you to stay. Yeah, you're right. Let's go in. If we go in at the same time, they won't all be staring at me. And I can slip away quickly if I need to. Sounds good. I think we pan across to find... Yep. Our troublemaker overheard all of that and took the wrong message from it. So did you find him? Yeah, he's the janitor at the hospital. But he doesn't want to come in. Well, he did. I think he needs some time to himself. I think we all do. I'm glad he's here, though. Speaking of which, how are you holding up? I'm coping. But please let me know if there's anything I can do for you. I will, my friend. Please sit down. It's about to start. Dear guests, could I have your attention for a moment? Thank you all for coming. I can barely bring myself to speak, but last night Irma, my dear mother, passed away. She was a real talker, always telling stories, and she was surrounded by people who loved her. That's you guys. Thanks for that, all of you. When I was little, she taught me to play an instrument. She practiced with me, and I hated every second of it. But when I was playing, her eyes would just light up. I wish she could look at me that way again. I want to play a very special song for you. A song Irma requested every time I picked that instrument up. I remember one day it was really frosty when I had to deliver my letters. I slipped on a patch of ice. My whole mailbag fell into the river with all the letters still inside it. And I tore my cruciate ligament. Irma not only helped me flush every single letter out of the river, she even dried them, restored them, and delivered them for me. Irma worked with my parents in a restaurant. Things had been going downhill for a while, and then Irma came up with a new dish, rainbow beet gratin. It was a hit. Before long, it was the only dish anyone wanted. Irma and I used to play backgammon together every Thursday in the summer. How did you know Irma, Finley? I'll tell you how that squirt knew Irma. He's the one who let her die. It's the truth. Irma was in great shape. Then one day she just bends over, sprains an ankle, ends up in the hospital. And a few days later, suddenly she's sick. Real sick. And then she just up and dies. I'm telling you, it's all that guy's fault. Him and all the staff of that awful hospital. I just heard them talking about it right now. They're letting the hospital deteriorate. It's so bad the folks who go there pick up new diseases in the wards. Irma didn't even have pneumonia till they took her to that dump. He's just making stuff up now. I'm telling you, Irma didn't just die. She was murdered there. If St. Ursula's wasn't so useless, Irma would still be with us today. Even if what you're saying was true, it would be killed, not murdered. And what you're saying isn't true, jerk. We'd be celebrating, not mourning. Oh, hang on. We have a guest. Hello, guest. Mona. Oh, 500-pound flop. Look at this. Look at this cutie. Oh, okay, we'll give her some privacy for that part. Alright. We'd all be better off if that hospital were torn down and never darkened our skyline again. Ralph, that's a crock of nonsense. No, hold on. Maybe he's got a point. Yeah, St. Ursula's is a danger to us all. That's right, we need to run these murderers out of town. This part seems really far-fetched. I can't imagine a community going like torch and pitchfork ablaze over to a hospital to be like, you need to shut down the hospital because it's causing more problems than it solves, and the solution is to shut it down. Like, isn't the solution to get federal funding or something? Like, do something to stop deferring maintenance on it, maybe? I don't know. Just a thought. Like, call for the administrators to be jailed, maybe, but like this, I don't know. Maybe it would be better that way. Yeah, maybe we are better off without any medical care for miles and miles. Look around you. Do you see anyone from the hospital here except for this clown? Exactly. They don't even have the nerve to come to her funeral. They're working. Because they know it's their fault. Plain as the nose on your face. I mean, I know people are irrational when grieving, but again, I've never heard of an angry mob being like, someone died, you know, again, a very old woman died from pneumonia, and we need to chase the hospital out of business as a result. Like, that's wild to me. But quiet, everyone, please. This isn't about pointing the finger at anyone. This isn't about St. Ursula's. It is about Irma, my mother, your friend. Finley? Yeah? I'm sorry to have to ask you this, but perhaps it would be best if you leave. But, please, I don't want this argument to ruin Irma's memorial. I'll make it up to you, I promise. Let's talk later. Okay? Man, that didn't go how I expected. Looks like my cell phone had no reception at Gilbert's. Mia and Carl both tried to call me. Call Mia back. Hey, Finley. Thanks for calling me back. I was worried when I saw you today. Are you okay? I'd be lying if I said I was. Oh, I don't know if it'll help, but I actually have plans for tonight. I think I need to get my mind off things, and I'm guessing you might want to as well. If you come along, we could help each other. Pina will be there too. Sure, why not? Cool. I just got off work. I'm standing in the middle of the town square. Perfect, I'm heading your way now. Let's meet at the hospital entrance, okay? Alright, see you soon. I think this is the final hangout event. I hope your evening went better than mine. Little do you know, Finley, that statue was the reason why your evening went badly. Or no, I'm sorry, that's the reason why your subsequent evenings are going to go badly. Is the funeral over already? Dr. Krakowski told me you were there. Sure was. There was an argument. People said it was my fault Irma died. What? I wanted to explain myself, but I didn't get the chance. That's so mean. It makes me so angry. Yeah. Can we change the subject, maybe? Anything special going on in your life? Well, today's my stage debut. What do you mean? I'm rehearsing with the Porcupine Amateur Dramatics Group for the first time. Want to come watch? I want to get used to having an audience. Do I need to do anything? Watch, listen, nod. And don't be too harsh or critical. I can do that. Yay, let's go. The rehearsal's taking place on the small stage in the park. Wow, in this weather? Yikes. I don't even need to move the camera. You can see Mona behind me now. Hang on. The other way. Oh no, I'm in the shot. What? There we go. There she is. On my exercise ball. Hi, miss. Okay. Oh, and away she goes. The secret is the balance ball is being supported by a box that it's on top of and sitting partially inside. Hey, here's the stage. Mia! I'm so glad you came. And you brought Finley with you, too. Yeah, I asked if you wanted to come. But just to watch. Watching? Nonsense! You're just in time. One of our members dropped out today. Caught a flu at the hibernation festival or something. Dun dun dun! Oh no, can we still rehearse without them? Sure we can. You brought the perfect replacement. But... Oh yes, Finley, please say you'll join. I'm sure that's just what I need to feel more comfortable in my first role. Alright. Yay! Woo! I was in theater group in elementary school. But I might be a little rusty. What's the play? Will it even work with someone new in the role? That's what's so great. We're an improv troupe. We give everyone a role at the start of the show, then just see what happens. This is theater-style LARPing. And tonight we've got something very special in store. A terrible crime that needs solving. Mwahaha! I'm scared already. You're telling me. And you, Finley, are going to be our detective, the private eye. The guy who was a little too tough for the police. You're basically the referee. It'll be great practice for the rest of the group. Okay, I hope I can pull this off. This is Murderville. This is Murderville. Amazing, I love it. I know you can. This is going to be great. Is everyone ready? Yep. I'm already pumped. I'm sorry. I'm already pumped. Let's go. All right, you've all been given a brief on your roles. Any questions? Good. Folks, we got 2 new additions today. So to celebrate, I've come up with something special. Listen up, everyone. We open on an old hospital. It's 6 in the morning. Werewolf and Mafia, a little different because in that everyone is starting on roughly equal footing, although the roles are assigned differently. But in this, where you have someone new who's being established and coming in specifically as the detective trying to solve a murder, that's the show Murderville. Like, that's exactly what that is. There's a storm outside. The rain's coming down in buckets as, one by one, you enter the building. Shortly after the shift begins, we hear the chief physician's voice break into a horrifying scream. Oh, ah! Come on, you can do better than that. Let me feel your terror. Hang on. Much better. A body has been found in the chief physician's office. But it's not just any body. It's the body of the chief physician's personal assistant. Not to be confused with his physician assistant. Anyway, you gather in the break room. The fresh coffee is still bubbling in the pot when the door flies open once more. Into the room strides none other than the city's most famous detective. Finley, that's your cue. His face is grave, his steps determined, and so the questioning begins. Finley, you just let me know when you're ready to give your verdict, okay? Okay. All right, folks. Let the interrogation begin. I don't know how that could have happened. It was the chief physician. I'm sure of it. You've got to believe me. She would have done anything for him, but she swept that under the table. If he threatened her with it, she wouldn't hesitate to resort to such means. Anything to preserve her career. I did see her leaving the building last night, when I was just starting my night shift, but that doesn't mean anything at all. Where were you at the alleged time of the murder? Working on the night shift, but let's see. Me? I was only here for a cigarette break. I just got back from the night shift. And I was going to go straight home after that. Did you notice anything unusual? Is there anything else that might be relevant besides your theories? Well, I don't know if it's really relevant, but before the PA started here, he worked at another hospital. But he was falsely accused of involuntary manslaughter, so they fired him. Can you imagine that? I'll come back to you later. It's really terrible what happened. I still can't believe it. I was even here when the crime took place, and yet I still couldn't do anything. Where were you at the alleged time of the murder? Were you in the building? I always come in extra early, because I like to work in peace before the hustle and bustle starts. So I sat in my office all morning, going through patient records. I haven't even been here long. I was eager for a fresh start after my previous hospital, and I get along very well with everyone here. But I'm still trying to get up to speed. Did you notice anything unusual? Anything unusual? As you may already know, I'm pretty new here. So I probably wouldn't even notice if there was something out of the ordinary. But maybe that will help you provide a more objective view than your colleagues. Yes, I suppose so. Did you speak to the ambulance driver? No, I've seen him in the corridors a few times. But apart from a friendly nod here and there, we've never really interacted. I'd love to help, but I've been busy all morning. Busy with what? Sometime last night, that damn pipe in the basement burst again. That's the third time this month, not that anyone cares. And everything's always underwater. So I spent the whole morning on my hands and knees down there tinkering around. And then I thought, what's that strange object in the water? And hey presto, I had the murder weapon in my hand. Not that I knew that at the time, obviously. Did I ask him? Did you notice anything unusual? Did you notice anything else? I don't know if this is relevant, but I talked to the guy a lot. Out on the stairs after work. He's the only guy here that smokes apart from me, see? 2 days ago, he was saying some weird stuff. Thought someone was following him, stuff like that. I managed to calm him down, told him he was imagining it. Turns out he wasn't. Alright, thanks for the tip. you think about the ambulance driver? We used to smoke together. That was pretty nice, actually. He's quit now, so we don't see each other that often anymore. Really? But he's also been a little weird recently. Maybe he wants a job or something, but he's been chasing the PA around a lot. Tell me about the new doctor. I think she's avoiding me, but I don't know why. Yeah, I was told you don't smoke anymore is going to be my next one, but hang on. What do you think about the janitor? He's a nice guy. We used to smoke together a lot because our shift syncs up well. They don't sync up so much anymore, but he's pretty reliable and nicer than most of the others. I was told you don't smoke anymore. You said you were taking a cigarette break, but you don't smoke anymore, do you? I'm not a murderer. I would never kill him. No, I don't smoke, but I'm allowed to go anywhere in the hospital. Wherever I want, especially to my own brother's office door. You heard right, he was my brother. And I would never hurt my own family. I'd rather kill myself. He may not have wanted to see me, but I can't help that he died before he could change his mind. And I know he would have done if I could have just talked to him again yesterday. What? Oh, not you. There we go. Let's see here. Let's see if we ask people. Okay. Chief physician came to see me a few days ago. She asked me to keep an eye on the janitor. I think he was seen hanging around my floor a few times, heading into the storeroom. Some people suspect him of stealing medication. And have you noticed anything? No, I've never seen him there. But maybe the murder victim caught him in the act. I wouldn't wish that on anyone, truly. Maybe the ambulance driver? He was always kind of weird when it came to the PA. Saw him sitting in front of the guy's office again yesterday. Don't know if that helps. Okay. You don't understand how awful it was. That was a whole fourth person I haven't been doing. If it were just a dead body, I wouldn't have been so shocked. I've seen more than a few of them over the course of my career. But in my office? Before my third cup of coffee? What's the world coming to? How am I doing, Finley? Am I convincing? You're doing great, but you need to stay in character. Oh yeah, sorry. I'd like to ask you about the incident. Yes, of course. I think we all want to get to the bottom of this. And as soon as possible, too. I'm busy, so keep it short. Very well, I'll be brief. Where were you when the incident happened? I wasn't in the building at the time of the incident. I'd already left early yesterday evening. I always try to get here as early as possible as a rule. That way I can finish the day's work early, too. Only today my car broke down, so I didn't arrive until the same time as the rest of the staff. The breakdown service took forever, but maybe that was lucky for me in the end. Otherwise, it could have been me lying here cold on the floor. Horrible! That does rule me out completely as a suspect, though. I see. Did you notice anything unusual? I just can't stop wondering what had to happen in my office of all places, and how the only person with a key besides me was my assistant. And we couldn't stand each other. I don't know what he was doing in my office. As far as I know, he was never in my office unless I was there too. His key was only for emergencies. He asked me if it was the nurse, anyway. My PA made some nursing cuts a few weeks ago, and I've heard nothing but complaints ever since. She also has a penchant for being unprofessionally emotional, if you know what I mean. Hang on. What do you think of the ambulance driver? I don't think I've ever talked to him. Yeah, hang on. I don't interact with most of the employees here on a regular basis, if you know what I mean. Tell you about the new doctor. She hasn't been here long, just a couple of months, but she's proven a good fit. I was a little skeptical at first, because I didn't know if she was assertive enough. But it's worked out fine in the end. She's normally very reliable, though I did find a stack of uncompleted files on her desk just today. What do you think of the janitor? I'll be honest with you, I've always had the suspicion that he was up to something crooked. He's always creeping around everywhere, cropping up where you least expect him. Oh, hang on. Okay, blocked, banned, and reported. There we go. Alright. I think he's been stealing, but I don't have any proof yet. Were you aware that the ambulance driver was actually the brother of the victim? Did I know they were related? Of course, I hired him after all. I'm not stupid. My assistant didn't like his brother very much. We discussed the prospect of firing him on several occasions, but in the end he said his brother was weird but harmless. In fact, he was a very peaceable person. All the same, he didn't want to talk to him. Alright, let's see if anybody else has things now that I've talked to Mia. What's your opinion of the chief physician? She's sneaky, I'm telling you. Thinks she's so much better than other people, just because she can boss us all around. I was surprised she wasn't kicked out years ago. She's just as bad, a bad influence on everyone else. The chief physician's story makes me wonder. Do you know how your chief physician felt about her assistant? And where she was today? I don't know what kind of relationship my boss had with the PA. But she always leaves the building at the same time on Mondays. I think it's because she wants to catch that show about doctors on TV, which is always on at that time. That's what someone told me once, at least. I don't know if she's a suspect, but I think she's a smart woman. I don't think she would have killed anyone in her own office, or she'd be one of the most obvious suspects, but that's just my opinion. She was cursing her head off when she arrived this morning, too, because her car broke down. I saw them towing it away. Are you getting along with your chief physician? At the risk of sounding like a phony, I respect her very much and I'm glad to have had the opportunity to work under her, etc. Okay. Anything about the chief physician? Well, I don't think my boss would kill anyone. She has a lot of money and a nice apartment. Why would she ruin all that? Nah, I don't see her doing that. Did I get the one about the chief's story makes me wonder? Oh yeah, we did, alright. Okay. Something about your statement made me wonder. You told me earlier that you and your PA couldn't stand each other, correct? That's correct. Interesting, especially as I've heard from various sources that, well, yeah, that is wild speculation. In any way, it would make me even less of a suspect, if anything. True, I lied, but I only did it for the sake of my image. I don't want to be the kind of boss who's known for playing favorites, so I treat everyone the same. just check one moment. Alright, well, let's figure it out. No, I couldn't stand him, but that doesn't make me a murderer. Oh, me is playing. Okay. There's a whole other person. Jesus. If I went around wanting to murder people, I'd have started actually doing it a long time ago, not just saying I did. Fact is, he just wasn't a nice guy. Ask the new doctor, she'll tell you. He really had it in for her. That's more of a motivation to kill him than I've ever had. Besides, I was on duty on another ward all night, so I couldn't have killed him anyway. I remember wondering about that light. The light that was on in the chief physician's office. But that was sometime in the early morning. You suspect anyone? No, I didn't see anyone. Or wait. The janitor. I saw the janitor on that floor. He said he was looking for a ladder for some repair work. Unfortunately, I couldn't help him. I had my hands full myself that morning. I have some questions for you. Like I said, I was on duty. I don't know exactly when he was killed, but you're welcome to talk to the patients on the ward. I spent a lot of time there that morning, having a very long conversation with the woman in room 7. She didn't feel well, and she really wanted to talk to somebody to talk to about it. Not to mention giving them her whole life story. Did the new doctor really get along with everyone? Because I heard differently. The new doctor? I don't really know anything about her. I wasn't that interested either. I just overheard that she and the PA clashed a lot. Maybe it had something to do with the fact that they came here from the same hospital. The name was similar anyway, but whether they knew each other back then, I have no idea. It's been a while since the PA left there. I ran into her several times yesterday. She said she wanted to move some files from her office into other offices. Spent all morning carrying boxes around. I heard something about that. It has been implied that you might have had a motive after all, namely a personal dislike combined with the nursing cuts. I already told you that I didn't like him, but that doesn't mean I killed him. Being temperamental doesn't mean that I'm a murderer. Yeah, he made the nursing service even worse than it already was, and I could have laid into him about it then. But did I do it? No. Am I sad that he's dead? No. But I'm still not a murderer. What do you think of the ambulance driver? I don't know who that is. You never had any contact with each other? No, never. You know, this hospital, like, it's a big place. If I ran down the building trying to make friends, do you know what would happen then? We'd have a lot fewer patients and a lot more funerals. That's what. Chief physician. I mean, she's my boss. What more can I say? New doctor. We work on the same ward. Only thing I remember was that the PA gave her a lot of stick. Most of it uncalled for. But I have no idea if she had a problem with that. Janitor. We get along great. He's quite a nice guy. Not very talkative, but I think we both enjoy not having to talk for a change. I often think that the hospital would collapse without him. You said you got along with all of them, but I've heard differently. I've been reliably informed that you didn't have a good relationship with the murder victim. I've never tried to hide it. Maybe not everyone knew, but that suited me just fine. I'm losing the voice, hang on. Yeah, me and the PA, we clashed pretty often. He didn't always agree with my methods and opinions. And yeah, sometimes that made me angry, but angry enough to kill him? I'd never do that. No one gets along with every single one of their colleagues, and I'm no exception. That's normal. What are your thoughts on the nurse? No, I respect anybody who works in nursing. I can hardly imagine the pressure these people must be under. Even though I've heard that some of them don't handle it too well. Oh, I didn't ask you about the nurse. Hang on. Can you tell me about the nurse? She's busy most of the time, but I think we get along just fine. Sometimes she smiles at me in the hallway, so I think she believes that too. I noticed something about the nurse. You suspect her? Well, when I was on the other ward, she was on duty there, just like she was meant to be. Because of her temper? I always thought it was just a rumor. There's another nurse on that ward who has frequent outbursts of anger. But the nurse dealt with it herself more often than not, because she understood the reasons behind it. I think she just cares a lot about her team. See who you really were in the basement all morning? I've been asking around a bit here. Several people said they saw you. What? The nurse saw me? I was just fetching some tools like she thought. Honestly... Okay, I wasn't, I confess. I snuck out of the basement, but I didn't kill him. I sometimes take medication from the hospital. Only a little. It's just also expensive. So sometimes I take things that nobody needs anymore anyway. That's why I was in the ward, but that's the only reason. What can you tell me about the nurse? I mean, she does excellent work, no question, but her temperament was more of a hindrance than a help. And the PA recently made some nursing cuts. Other than that, you never know what people are actually going to do. All right. It might have a motive after all. Personal dislike. Okay. What do you think? Can you reconstruct the course of the events? So who did it? The case is absolutely clear. There's only one person who could have committed this heinous act, even though every single one of you had a motive. The solution is crystal clear. I like the nurse had a hand in it. That's interesting. The nurse. Nope. But, no, it really wasn't. Does that mean one of us didn't play the role well enough, or is it you that's the problem? I'm a doctor, not a detective. Probably just as well. It was obviously the new doctor. After all, she was the only one whose alibi was contradicted by anyone. She said she spent all morning working on the files. See, I thought that it was going to be that more than one of them was involved, so I went with the choice that didn't say just that person did it. That's my bad. Anyway. She said she spent all morning working on the files, but the nurse was very clear that she kept running into the doctor in the hallway. So what was the motive then? Isn't it obvious? The PA and the new doctor used to work at the same hospital. The involuntary manslaughter that got him fired, but which they could never prove was him, that was actually a murder that she committed. And it didn't go down well with her when somebody else got the credit for it. In fact, she took it so badly that she followed him to the new hospital, and when she caught him in the chief physician's office, she seized her opportunity for revenge. It's very simple when you think about it. Yeah, sure. If I had been writing it down, I probably could have gotten it, but I was not writing it down. Wow, my hands are still shaking. I always get a kick out of acting. I'll be up all night tonight, even without coffee. Though I'd really pull the wool over your eyes. I'm sorry, I thought I'd really pull the wool over your eyes. There we go. Too bad you didn't solve the murder. That's okay, I still had fun. Glad to hear it. Whew, that was exciting. Yeah, I didn't catch where you said kind of feels like foreshadowing Artemisia, so I didn't remember which one you were saying that to. But that's on me for, again, not making notes and just kind of trying to burn through it as fast as possible. So, but the good news is it doesn't matter at all. So, my knees are still knocking. I think my acting needs a little more practice. I'm gonna get going now. What about you guys? I'll stay here in the fresh air for a while longer. Finley, do you have a moment? All right, get home safe, kids. Night-night, crime busters. I didn't know it was about a murder. Sorry, I hope it wasn't too much for you. I really enjoyed it, though. Without you, I probably wouldn't have come. Thanks for getting my mind off things. Finley, I don't know how you're feeling right now. I don't know what it's like when somebody dies on you for the first time. But I have to assume it'll happen to me sometime too. And I'm pretty scared of it. Terrified, actually. But it's also part of the job. And a good doctor... One second. Oh, no. I'm stuck. There we go. Ugh. Needs to be able to handle it. Hey, it might never happen to you. You're a great doctor. I think that's unrealistic. I agree. But when it happens, I want to be ready. What are you thinking right now? Not much. All I want to do right now is sleep. And thank you for joining in. I wouldn't have had the nursery without you. Maybe you'll want to do it again in the future? But next time, I want to be the detective. I'd be honored to have you solve my murder. I'm sure you can. I can manage. I'm sure you can. And if you're struggling, you can always come to me. Just like I do with you. But I'll be alright too, I think. Both with this and with life here in general. I think I like it here. The people, the little streets, the hibernation festival was great. I think I could feel at home here. Especially with a partner in crime like you. Let's make sure that as few people die here as possible. Oh no. That's the deal. Deal? Yeah. Deal. Can't wait to get a good night's sleep. Good night, world. Someone threw snowballs at my window. I hope it wasn't my old houseplant back for revenge. Bet it was Carl. Hey, good morning. I've had better, let me tell you. I was just resting my eyes, letting my soul relax for a while. I had a nice dream just starting up, about a nice hot fondue. Then all of a sudden, stampede! This huge crowd of people came storming by. No consideration for my beauty sleep. They looked angry. Really? Someone threw snowballs at my window this morning. Maybe it was the same people. Why were they angry? How should I know? They were headed for the old town, though. Weird, I'll keep my eyes open. Good idea. Take care, buddy. I think this is the final day. Although it's about to get dicey. I didn't remember there being quite as much of a gap between the Hibernation Festival and when things start to go down. It strains the plot a little, in fact. So how you doing? I'm okay. You? I'm okay. Sometimes that's the way it is. Sometimes that's the way it is. It is what it is. Sure is. And your sister? Getting by. Your hospital? Yep, getting by. The river flows. The river flows. The river's beautiful if you look closely. Most beautiful thing in the world, Finley. Most beautiful thing in the world. Uh-oh. Sounds like an angry mob. There's lots of people here. I thought maybe there'd be gifts. Chocolate. But actually, everyone's just angry. I don't like it. Go home, small autistic child. How much more money you gonna squeeze from us? Don't you work at the hospital too? I sure do, and it's been far too long. I can't do all this anymore. I've been slaving away for years. No private life, no downtime. I want to make my voice heard. And these people have valid points. Why don't you join us? We can really make a difference here. We want to see the numbers. I'm telling you, St. Ursula's Hospital has got to go. How many of you have suffered here? How many of you... Oh, listen, the fees go up every month, but the quality of the treatment gets worse and worse. The staff are overworked, and the building's falling apart to boot. Will we keep on accepting this? Will we keep on sacrificing our loved ones to this hospital? No! Absolutely not. What? What's this about? There's our specialist. What are your plans for the day? What are your plans for the day, con artist? Let me pass, Ralph. Go ahead. I'm sure you got plenty of corrupt shenanigans to be dealing with. We'll just see how many more lives you take before someone stops you. That's right, get lost. Down with St. Ursula's! Down with St. Ursula's! Yeah, I mean... Call for an investigation and an audit, maybe? But, like, don't take it out on the doctors, for heaven's sake. You even said the staff are overworked. Ingrid, have you seen the people out there? Oh, sure, a bit of an overreaction if you ask me. Do you think we should call the police or something? Don't worry about it, kid. This isn't the first time we've had angry folks show up at the door. I'm sure the protest has been cleared with the authorities. So right now there isn't much we can do. Ralph's always sticking his nose in where it doesn't belong. But when he gets an idea in his head, he doesn't let it go again easily. So you're not worried? There's even a nurse in the crowd. Nah, not really. Criticism comes with the territory. After all, no one who comes here leaves feeling amazingly refreshed and rejuvenated. At best, they just feel normal again. And if they don't, well, that's when certain kinds of people get angry. As long as they don't actually charge inside the hospital, it's all good. Dr. Theobald's already on the case. By the way, he was asking after you this morning. Seems like every day he wants something from you now, huh? Guess he likes you. But you can go straight up onto your ward. That's where he is right now anyway. Seems your whole fan club is here today, Finley. And not just that, Dr. Theobald's waiting for you too. You're a popular doctor today. Have you seen Dr. Theobald around? I certainly have. He's in our break room, which is why I'm keeping out of there right now. We've been clashing on a few matters lately. As such, I don't have much desire for small talk. I heard he wants to talk to me? Of course he does. Please keep it brief. We have work to do. Dr. Theobald, have you heard about the people in front of the building? Of course. But first, I have a question for you. Did you go to Mrs. D. Kalma's funeral service? Yes, and I think it helped me. Thanks for the tip. I'm afraid I'm partly to blame for the protest, though. What do you mean by that? Well, the funeral seemed quite normal at first, but then they started saying it was my fault that Irma died. I didn't know what to do. You know, there's one thing you unfortunately need to be aware of working here. When you work at a hospital, problems become part of your daily routine. Generally speaking, someone comes to us with a problem. Sometimes the problem can be fixed, But sometimes, however unfortunately, it cannot. We don't have secret superpowers. All we can do is make people feel like they were before. That is our business, day in, day out. When we succeed, we're rarely rewarded with positive words or deeds. Yet if we fail, a negative response is never far away. That's the way it is, sadly. And our profession is far from unique in that regard. I'm sure you're familiar with the phenomenon yourself. We don't get a chance to provide a diagnosis until something's already not behaving as it should. So what can we do to get these people to calm down? Don't worry about it, please. I will not allow my staff to be attacked or harassed. I'll talk to the protesters and sort things out. And what can I do? Do your job, help those who need help. Solve as many problems as possible, even though not all of them will be solvable. Okay, I wish you the best of luck. It's when the protesters start getting sick all of a sudden that things start to go down. Let's see if that starts happening here. I imagine you have questions. I'm sure you want to know how to feel about all this. Whether I'm worried about the little protest down there, let's do ourselves a favor and skip that part of the conversation. Please get started with your assignments for today. We'll talk later. See how Miss Smith is. Hello, Mr. Doctor. Guess what? My tummy ache's gone. And my mom's coming to pick me up today. Great, I'm really glad to hear that. Should I give you one last checkup before you go home then? I don't have great patients like you here very often, so I need to make the most of it. Alright, so that's a pretty good spot. That's also a pretty good spot. But that might be our spot. Here we go. And we got an A, all right. Well, you've got just about the healthiest tummy I've seen all week. My colleague gave your mom a letter for your pediatrician earlier. Now, you need to be careful what you eat in the future, okay? Can you promise me you'll do that? Yes. Dr. Gerda said the same thing, that I should listen to you. And you know what? What? She says you're a good doctor. Really? Yeah, because you made my tummy ache go away. She says you made her tummy ache go away, too. But you know what else? No, what? Dr. Gerda's a good doctor, too, because she made my homesickness go away every night. You're right there, Emma. My colleague will take you down to see your mom in a minute, okay? Take care, Emma. Bye. Good luck getting out the door in this mess. Alright, I'm going to do P33 and then P32 for story reasons. What's all that racket out there? Just an angry mob of people dissatisfied with our work. What do they know? They don't have the first clue how difficult our work even is, do they? How are you doing today? You tell me. That's why you're here, isn't it? Alright then. So many meds. Alright, so is there anything that is only controlled by one thing? Alright, so there are no minuses for this one. There are double minuses for purple and a single plus for purple, which would get us back in the right place. Because that would take care of it for green. Oh, that one was too much. Hang on. There we go. That's everything marked off in 4 pills. Love it. What? B? Why? Didn't I get it? Oh, whatever. Your liver readings are improving. Good. But I'm afraid I need to stay with us for a few more days. Well, it hasn't killed me yet. That's why you've still got the pleasure of treating me. Thank goodness for that. Don't let it go to your head. I know what the situation is in this hospital. I've not forgotten my duty to teach the next generation. So go ahead, learn something. Oh, red was too high? Dang it, I missed it. Oh well. Thank you, Artemisia. Alright. So we meet again. Theodora, to what do I owe the pleasure? It's my lungs. The weather's doing a number on me right now. I need regular checkups. I have an artificial heart valve. Then there's the severe hypoxia. You're saying your blood isn't being supplied with enough oxygen? Exactly. Okay, let's see here. Ah. Damn it. Yeah, that didn't work. Whatever, it's fine. C. Yeah. I got my Y's and X's and my B's and A's confused. Your lungs are fine. Your heart, too. I didn't know you could hear a heart valve. Yes. Not a bad party trick, huh? Ingrid downstairs can write you a prescription for your medication. Great, that's what I call fast service. By the way, things are a little crazy around here right now. Be careful when you head out the door. I noticed, yeah. Alright. Hang on. For the next part, I'm switching to simple minigames because it's going to go fast. Take a quick look at the results. We did bad, but that's okay. Nevertheless, your performance is solid. There's hope for you yet. I have some organizational tasks to deal with now. Have a nice evening. Take care of yourself. Do you think the protesters are still outside? I expect Dr. Theobald's dealing with that. Don't worry too much, Finley. These kinds of things can weigh you down. But it'll all blow over in a few days. You've got the day off tomorrow. Sleep in late. Time off is precious. Enjoy it. Can I go talk to Dr. Theobald again? He's not there anymore. Okay. Better not go out there, kid. What? Why? The protest's still going strong. I called the police already, but they say there's nothing they can do. Yeah, right. You probably thought better of it just now, too. I think she had tears in her eyes. I wanted to say something, but she turned back inside and ran right past me. You mean Mia? Where did she go? Dunno. Back upstairs, I think. And Dr. Theobald? Wasn't he meant to talk to the protesters? I don't know anything about that either. I haven't seen him at any rate. He probably got held up by his luxury vending machine again. I'm gonna go check on him. You do what you need to do, kid. We can't change what's going on out there right now anyway. Make yourself a coffee and wait for it all to blow over. That's what I say. Dr. Theobald, are you there? Dr. Theobald, where did he go? Looks like he was here not long ago. Maybe there was an emergency? It looks like Dr. Theobald's just vanished into thin air. Maybe he fell through a rift in time and space. He could be living in another dimension right now. A world where pizza can cure cancer. Wouldn't that be lovely? So Finley, we meet again. Does the boss have time right now? I need to talk to him. Dr. Theobald's not here. His office is empty. What? Strange. I know, right? Yeah. I mean, Theobald usually leaves his door to his office open, but only when he's actually in it. Have you seen him around today? Nope, that's why I'm here. People on the ward can't sleep with all the commotion outside. I was going to ask Dr. Theobald for help. Last resort before I go out there and kick some butt myself. I spoke to him this morning. He assured me he was going to smooth the situation over. Well, guess that didn't happen, huh? I just bumped into Mia, too. She was pretty upset, poor thing. Mia? What was wrong with her? No idea. I called after her, but she ignored me. She just said that Mr. Arndez was back. Mr. Arndez? Yeah. You remember that old geezer, right? Why is he back? Always with the questions. Grandpa was sent to the best rehab money can buy at our expense. Then he's not back here 2 minutes before he goes and poisons himself. Probably thought his wood oil was a bottle of gin. Is he? Of course not. What is it with you and the drama? Which way does she run? Upstairs. Arndez is on the 4th floor. If I had to guess, I'd say she's up there. I'll go take a look. Alright, guess I'll hunt down the boss. Thank you, Sandra. No problem. Have you seen Mia? Yeah, she just scurried past me. She was on her way to see a patient. Have you lost something? No, well, yeah, maybe. Weird answer. Well, if I find something, I'll keep hold of it. Once you've decided if you lost something, you can ask again. Hello, young grasshopper. Dr. Gautera, is there a Mr. Arndez here in this ward? My duty would normally prohibit me from simply divulging such information, but I can feel the tension in the air. It surrounds us, it permeates us, it holds the universe together. Yes, Mr. Willie Arndez is a guest on this ward. He was just setting out for a walk down the hall. One of my own favorite cure-alls, as it happens. Here we go. Just a second. Okay. Mr. Arndez, can you listen to me for a moment, please? Bunkum, I don't have to put up with this. I already told you I didn't steal any blueberry pudding. And why didn't I get a pickle with my dinner today? Mr. Arndez, please, I need your help. Why does everyone keep asking for my help? I just want to be left alone, damn it. Who are all these people out there anyway? Clear off, you're not getting my money. Mr. Arndez. Mia. Finley, there you are. What's going on here? I wanted to do something. I have to do something. What happened? Why are you talking to Mr. Arndez? I was just on my way home. Those people, they're so angry. They called me names and they threw things at me. I can't go on like this anymore. I'm here to help people, aren't I? Why are they getting on my back for that? I don't know, Mia. Sorry, I know, Mia, I know. Last time Mr. Arndez was here, he was barely responsive. I was hoping to ask him about the night of your accident. Maybe he knows something. That's not a bad idea. Mr. Arndez, can I ask you something? What is it now? You. Don't I know you, sonny boy? We've met before. You were at this hospital a little while ago, last fall. You had an accident. Do you remember? Yes. I know your voice. What happened exactly? Tell me. We were looking for you. We think the broken elevator took us both to a disused ward. I found you there. You were injured. Oh, that was you. I was just trying to get back to my room. I don't know how I ended up in that place. What do you remember about it? Not much. I'm not as young as I was. I was looking for my room. The hallway was completely dark, but someone had left a desk lamp on. There was a bed covered in folders and paperwork. And then? Then I heard your voice. Not the most pleasant way to wake up. And that's not even mentioning the headache. Is that all you can remember? No, after that I was back in this blasted hospital. My time in that rehab place was worth it, though. I've not had a beet lasagna that delicious since I was a kid. Okay, thank you, Mr. Hondes. You've been a great help. What does it mean? A lot. You remember the desk, Mia. That bed I saw on the 5th floor with the documents on it. Carl said there was nothing there. But Mr. Hondes saw it too. Exactly. So what now? We need to let Carl know. Maybe he'll know what to do with this information. Hey, Carl, what are you up to? Wait, do you have a hidden camera in my apartment? I was just about to call you. Things are starting to get out of hand here. Mia and I want to do something about it. What a coincidence. I was thinking exactly the same thing. Come on over. I've already got an idea. Wait, have you ever been to my place before? No. I live on the high street next to the bakery. Got it. We're on our way. I guess we're leaving the hospital. Do we go out the back? I feel like we can't. It's gonna be a long night. Good job, I just put on a fresh cup of coffee. A pot of coffee, rather. There we go. Well, that's the way I have to go to put on our street clothes, so... The protesters are all on the other side, so we can go this way. How cute. This thing looks a little like you, Finley. Yeah. What a coincidence, right? I can barely believe it myself. Maybe Pina used you as inspiration for this artwork. In a way, yeah. Here we go, it's the place. Hello? Hey Carl, it's us. What's the password? Password? You didn't give us a password. True. I guess that one's on me. Can you let us in, please? It's pretty cold out here. Not without the password. Hold on, I just need a minute to think of one. Okay, alright, I've got one. The password is Mango. Keep it to yourselves, don't pass it on. Great, will you let us in now? Not until you give me the password. Mango. That's you guys. Very good, very good. Well, what are you standing around out here for? Come on in. It's way too cold outside. And then Finley came along. Mr. Artist hasn't exactly confirmed that, but he says he remembers stacks of folders and a bright light. What are you thinking, Carl? I think it all fits together. I used my involuntary vacation to do some thinking. I never liked this whole situation right from the start. First, though, I need to apologize to you, Finley. I was never quite sure if you'd been imagining things or not when you had your accident. But I can see now that you were onto something. So what are your conclusions? That we need to go deeper. I'm the longest serving member on staff at St. Ursula's after Ingrid. I do the rotas, manage our inventory, and put our orders together. What are you getting at? We need to go to the hospital's document archive. That can be where we find the answers to what's going on here. You mean the big storeroom in the basement? Surely we can't just walk in there. No, the storeroom's always locked. Even I don't have access to it. But I have an idea how we can get in there. It'll require perfect teamwork, though. This is a delicate matter, like an ornate glass figurine. We need to consider our every move carefully, like chess grandmasters. Wow, you've really put some thought into this. Of course I have. So listen carefully. Old Glendower has all the keys to the building in his office, including the key for the archive. That's the one we need to get. And how are we going to do that? Sometimes Gregor stays at the hospital late into the night. Seems like he's got some kind of project he works on in his office after hours. I don't know what it is, but he sure puts a lot of time into it. And over the course of my many night shifts, I've noticed something. At exactly 1 a.m. every night, he leaves his office and sets off to see Ingrid. Yep, that's it. Slowly, he sets out on his trusted path. Here's to you, Artemisia. Step by step. Foot by foot. His mind never straying from his goal. Until he finally reaches Ingrid's desk. The two always spend a while chatting. Then Gregor grabs a coffee and heads back to his office. And you know what? When he goes on this little walk, he never locks his office door. That gives us the perfect window to get in there. Finley, you wait until Gregor leaves his office. That's when you go in to look for the archive key. Sounds good, but he must have lots of keys. It'll take me a while to find the right one. No problem. That's where Mia and I come in. Word on the street says you're a talented actress, Mia. What, me? Good evening, my dearies. What's with the disguise? I'm on leave right now, right? It's best if I stay incognito while I'm at the hospital for now. I don't want any more trouble. Okay. Good, now where was I? Ahem. Please pay no attention to me. I'm just an old fragile little granny. Just here to visit her little son. I suppose I'd better head up to his room. Ooh! Oh my hip. Such pain. Ow. Don't worry, I'm coming. Fear not, I am a competent junior doctor. I'm here to help this poor old lady. It looks like she took a bad fall with no outside interference whatsoever. What's this now? If you get a costume, I want one too. After all, I'm playing the courageous doctor in shining armor. Alright, I guess. As I was saying, I rushed here right now to help this injured person. This looks bad. You there with the broom. What? Me? You look strong. I implore you, help me with this old lady. What's with the amateur dramatics? No drama here, sir. This is serious. I need to make sure that this person has not sustained any more severe injuries. All right. And boom. The key is ours. The perfect plan. Now, there's just one thing left to do. Head down to the basement and into the document archive. We did not have to play all of that out, which is convenient. Good job, team. It's heist time. Before we go in there, what exactly are we looking for? I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll know when we see it. Wait a second. The door was already open. What? That can't be right. That door is always locked. Maybe, but it wasn't today. Maybe. Maybe you're right, Carl. Let's check it out. Someone was in here recently. How do you know that? The layer of dust isn't as thick as usual. I haven't been here in ages, but something just feels different. Like someone's disturbed the energy of the room. Since when are you the mystical type? Hey, back off. I can sense these things. You better take a look around. Maybe we'll find something unusual. In the movies, archives are like this are full of secrets and treasures. In real life, I guess they're full of boredom, too. Look up here. Finley, get down from there. You'll break your neck. Mia's right. We all know those boxes are out to get you. How did you get up there anyway? It doesn't matter. Someone's taken some folders off these shelves. You can still see a print in the dust. It's pretty obvious something's missing. What? Let me see. Yes. It's definitely not normal. I know it doesn't look like it, but there's actually a system in this archive. And something's clearly missing here. This empty space should be filled with at least 7 years' worth of receipts and bills. You're right, Carl. Why do you sound so surprised? I thought you'd be used to that by now. Do you think this means anything? I think it does. What's really interesting is that all the missing files should belong to the same time period. They'll all be documents that could potentially be needed for communication with health insurance companies. Those kinds of documents don't just disappear. But they might have been moved to another location because they're still needed. Like an old hospital bed on the 5th floor, for instance? That's gotta be it. There must be someone who knows about this. Dr. Theobald, maybe? I don't think so. He hasn't been seen in a while. Should we go to the police? There's someone outside. We need to get out of here quickly. Agreed. What are you doing down here? Carl, is that you? Sandra, we just stumbled on something big. Have you seen Dr. Theobald? Alright, see you in a minute, Artemisia. We need to speak to them urgently. The boss? I haven't seen a whiff of him. I need to see Halil and pick up some blood results. It's not like there's anyone here who's actually meant to be working on our ward, but you better settle in anyway. That crowd outside's way bigger now. I wouldn't be trying to head home now if I were you. Not that I can think about clocking off. Too much to do. The wards are all pretty much full. So come on, make yourselves useful. Sandra's right. Finley, we should lend a hand on the ward. What about the missing documents? I'm sure that can wait. We need to give Gregor the key back and then help you get upstairs. You're right. I could use a little help here. That was Ingrid. So I could use a little help here. Let's have a look. Down with St. Ursula's. Here comes another of those bunglers. Ralph, you crackpot. Just go home, okay? You can't just come in here like this. It's not allowed. Please, just let us do our job. The noise you're making is bad enough. But more importantly than that, you're blocking the main entrance. That means you're stopping us from admitting any more patients. Please just leave. Bah, that's just a load of stupid excuses. Who's gonna stop us? You? So, Patrick here already got hurt. Exactly, ow, the pain. That's enough. Not only did you cripple him for the rest of his life when he injured his arm years ago, that nasty little runt attacked us both just the other week. Patrick's still recovering to this day. And that's not even counted, so whatever, the emotional damage. Yeah, don't be ridiculous. Ow, my arm. See? We have every reason to be here and every right too. We're not leaving until we get some answers. Get the chief physician out here now. But hasn't Dr. Theobald come to speak to you already? He assured me that, of course he hasn't. As if he would get his fat ass out of that comfy chair. Will you all just listen for 1 minute? If he's not going to come down here, we'll have to take this to him. That's right. And you know what else? Let me through, damn it. Help, quickly. Good thing we had a nurse in the crowd. Renee, what's up? This person. They were just standing next to me in the crowd, and then all of a sudden they fainted. I managed to stop them from getting the ground, but they don't look so good. We should take them to the ward. Typical, always the same. That's it. Finley, lend a hand here. But what about Dr. Theobald? I'll try and find out where he is. And I'll try to find out more about the missing documents, too. We'll talk later. All right. Let me through, you scumbags. Ha! The patient's in very poor condition. I'm glad you brought him to us. Do you know what's wrong with him? I'll take care of this. Please, just give me some time. Mia, Finley, please look after the ward. There's a lot to do, as ever. And this isn't helping. Sure, we'll take care of it. I want to help too. Good. Ask around the other wards, see if anyone else can help out. Consider it done. Do we need any help here? What I need most of all is time. But if somebody to help me is to do the best job you can. Forgive me if I can't monitor your work as closely as usual. You and me have been here a while now. Prove to me that I can trust you with our ward. Oh, welcome back. You missed that one of the protesters keeled over in the middle of protesting and they had to bring him in. They're not doing well. Greetings, and the same to you. You're still struggling with inflammation after an abdominal injury, right? Let's take a look then. we go. Okay. This is a textbook inflammation. But I can see you've had all the important vaccines. We need to cool the wound properly, and you'll need antibiotics to treat the infection. Got it. For now, I'll just keep as still as possible. Good idea. And get well soon. I see you have a gastrointestinal infection. That's true. And you had a colonoscopy last night? Correct. There are probably better ways to spend your evenings, right? You're not wrong there. All right, let me take a look. Only 2 and none in the right place. Okay. Oh, can't do bone in the same place. Okay, 3 of those are correct. And 1 is the skull. Okay, 3 of those are correct, but these 2 are not. So in that top row, there were 2 that were correct. Skull. And we didn't have stomach or blood in that one. It's got to be one of those other ones. Stomach and blood, okay, so either foot. Let's see here. Or hand. But it's not foot. It's got to be a hand. And then maybe this one is tooth? Or eye? Yeah, I agree. The question is this one tooth or eye? I mean, we'll try either one. So one of those and not in the correct place. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have done. That's fine. We know hand wasn't correct in that spot anyway. So let's try switching them, I guess. Okay, so it was hand there. So this has got to be tooth, I think, because we've tried everything else. Yeah, there we go. Got it on the A. All right, cool. No serious abnormalities were found during your colonoscopy. Your symptoms indicate a flu-like infection. That's good because it's treatable and it shouldn't trouble you for too long. But we need to get your electrolyte and water levels back up. And you need to make sure you drink plenty of fluids, preferably tea. Okay. All right, Dr. Niesdorf. Something's not right here, is it? Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm sure it feels that way. The protest's still going on downstairs. It's gotten bigger even. Yes, I noticed. And we've had someone collapse on us, too. One of the staff? No, a protester just keeled over out of nowhere. Dr. Krakowski's diagnosing him now, but we don't know what's wrong with him yet. You know, I've worked in the healthcare sector for decades. There have always been scandals, arguments, criticism. Some time ago, a large number of hospitals came to a decision that would end up having huge ramifications. Healthcare was improving. People were healing and recovering faster. In a very short time, the average length of a patient's hospital visit was halved. Accordingly, the hospitals decided to halve their numbers of nursing staff. But the workload remained the same. So then came the overhauls, the saving strategies, that kind of thing. We're still seeing the effects of that decision today. I also see the shortcomings here at St. Ursula's, too. What I'm trying to say is, I know what you're going through. I'd like to take a look at your readings, if that's okay. Of course. Alright, back at it again. Here we go. Okay, 2 of those are also correct. 1 was in the correct position. Try this one. Okay, 3 of those are correct. So either tooth or stomach is correct, but not in the right place. Okay, only 1 of those is correct out of the 3 that are missing, so. So it's not stomach in that corner. Could be tooth. Let's see. Hey, we got it. All right, cool. I'm almost afraid to tell you this. What is it? Is it all over for me? No, quite the opposite. Your readings have improved significantly. I wasn't expecting that, I must admit. But that's all part of the profession, too. Funny how things turn out sometimes. You should rest a little more. Hey, look who it is. She even faced the camera for a second. Hi, miss. Hi. Hello. Oh, big purrs. Okay. She's done getting petted. I think you'll be able to get back home soon. Your wish is my command. Oh, and one more thing. If I can help in any way, just say. I'll be glad to. That's really nice of you, but you're a patient here. The only thing you need to work on is getting healthy again. If you insist. Yeah, Mona is a sweetie, it's true. Finley, can you give me a hand, please? I've just finished my assignments. That's music to my ears. Can I take a look? While we were looking after the ward on our own, we should compare results to keep each other on track. Sick. Well, that's pretty good, Finley. I don't think I can perform as well as you under stress. I gotta say, I'm a little overwhelmed right now. All our beds are occupied, I can't keep up. We'll manage it. I need to head out to the 4th floor for a few minutes. They're having trouble there, too. Everyone's pitching in where they can right now. Can you take on a few more people? Sure, I'll hold down the fort. Thanks, I'll be right back. Good evening. Can you tell me how you're feeling today? I've had awful stomach cramps ever since last night. And diarrhea. My head feels like it's about to explode. Now we're getting to it. The injection will help keep your pain in check at least. Okay? I feel like I'm gonna die. Bingo. Okay, injection done. I hope it kicks in soon. I never felt this bad in my life. We'll give you a full checkup as soon as we can, and in the meantime, try to get some sleep. Please hurry. There's something really wrong with me. I know it. It's either food poisoning or some other food-borne illness. Hi, Dr. Niesdorf. You should lie down. I know when I need to rest. I'm restless. I feel tension in the air. Has something happened? Good evening. This morning it felt like the flu, and now everything hurts every breath I take. And how's your digestion? Everything went right through me this afternoon. The painkillers didn't help either, only a little. I'm going to take your pulse and we'll see what we can do for you. Here we go. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Hey, that's rude. No, it went too slow. It was actually harder. Oh well. Still got it. Your body's fighting something. We're gonna find out what it is as quick as we can. Thank you. I hope it isn't contagious. Or is it always so busy here? Don't worry about that. My colleague will be back to check on you again soon. Good evening. I'm struggling for air. Everything hurts. Help me, please. Of course, we'll adjust your medication. Thank you. All right, let's see here. So, green only can go down. It only needs to go down 1. So we did that. Red is also now down. That's good. Everything else adjusts pink, which is interesting. Okay. We don't need to raise blue at all. But that would do it for all of them. So there we go. Oh, no, wait, that's not right at all, because orange is way too low now. Hang on. Alright, so orange needs to go up twice, and nothing else raises orange, so that has to get done. That has to get done to lower red and green, so only one more can get done. So it has to be pink up, orange down. There. And that puts everything in place. Cool. Okay, my colleague will be here in a minute to give you your new medication. Thanks, I don't want to die. We'll do everything we can to make sure you get well soon. I promise you that. Yeah, from here to the end game is kind of just a gauntlet of patience amid other stuff happening, so. Huh? Oh no, I'm sorry. The fourth floor is even fuller than here. All the beds are occupied. There's some talk about whether we could fit more beds in somewhere, and then there was an incident. An elderly lady collapsed. I had to lend a hand for a while, and I didn't know the place so well, so it's alright. Take a deep breath. Better? Better. How did it go here? I'm done with everything so far. Can I take a look? Much better. Who's embezzling indeed? We'll find out shortly. Everyone seems to be doing better. It's nice to know I can trust you with my tasks in case of an emergency. I'll try to return the favor soon. Thanks for taking over. How do you feel? No problem, I'm not flagging yet. You're really tough. With all this running, I might as well quit the gym. I could really use some coffee right now. Let's do that then. Not at this time of day, I'm dead tired actually. Have you heard from Carl yet? No, now that you mention it. I haven't spoken to him. Should we give him a call? Maybe he's got news for us. Good idea. And? Nothing. He's not picking up. Strange. I hope everything's alright. Finley, Mia! Come quickly, please. The patient in room 302 is really sick. We can't stabilize him. Uh-oh. Finley, Mia, quickly. Help me stabilize this patient. The cramps keep getting worse. The patient is unresponsive. We need to... What? Dr. Krakowski, Be quiet. Sandra, take the deceased's details. The patient suffered from severe and irregular abdominal cramps. We noticed heavy gastrointestinal bleeding. Dr. Linwood advised against surgical treatment. The blood work needs to be evaluated immediately. We know the bleeding was caused by a bacterial infection. Everything else will become clear soon. Please, leave now. Is there anything we can do? Yes, there is. Please give me a little space and get some rest. But don't you need a break? Not right now. This is an extreme case. I will consult Dr. Gattera and wait for results from Dr. Halil. I need you fresh and well rested in the morning. If this patient fell sick without warning, others could too. Even if there's no indication of a direct risk of infection, please be prepared. We'll know more tomorrow. How did they get out of the building? Guess they snuck out the back. Thus ends the last full day of Porcupine Hospital, such as it is. Alright, what a night. Whatever, time to get to the hospital. There's nobody here, it's like a ghost town. Oh, we're gonna find a note from Frock, I think. Hold on, where's Frog? There's a bunch of twigs here with a note tied to them. Hey, Finley. The caravan wasn't big enough for me and my sister. We've moved to a bigger apartment in Foxtail Valley, far away. I've taught you everything I know, and learned a lot from you in return, Rivermaster Finley. We'll miss you and the river. Farewell, Frog. P.S. I hope you have friends to stick with when the current gets too strong. Aw, isn't that nice? Uh-oh. The ambulance is supposed to use the back entrance. My belly feels like it's on fire. I think I'm gonna faint. Ingrid, what? Finley, I really can't talk right now. We're getting overwhelmed. The wards are almost full. We got more and more people coming in with the same symptoms. I'm trying to organize more beds. Make yourself useful and get to your ward. Hey, Sandra. It's pretty crowded here. How was the night shift? Don't ask, don't ask. I'm pretty sure my bloodstream's like 80% coffee right now. You need to take a break? No, break later. Things to do. They want us all to head to the break room. Dr. Krakowski's got something to tell us. Works for me. I was just going to get myself another coffee anyway. Good morning. I have a small announcement to make. You look tired, Dr. Krakowski. Did you even go home last night? We know more about what we're dealing with now, but we still need some time. The bacteria is aggressive. We've been able to contain it to a certain extent, but some patients are still experiencing internal bleeding. But that's not what I called you here for. As you may have noticed, our wards are full. What's more, a few of our staff have also started falling ill. If more people are admitted as the day goes on, we will hit full capacity. And what does that mean? It means that if we run out of space, we're going to have to start turning people away. But, yes, I know. This is new for me too. But we have no choice. People are already being reallocated to other hospitals in the local area. But the nearest hospital is over an hour's drive away. We can no longer treat from here. I would ask you to take note of this information. We can't just send people back onto the streets. You know some of these people might be seriously ill. Wait a minute, Dr. Krakowski. Carl! What are you doing here, Carl? Don't you know you're not currently authorized to be here? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Any idiot can see the hospital's bursting at the seams. So it seems. How are we to explain your presence? I can't just sit by and watch people croak, and I won't let you down just because of some stupid forced vacation. Who's going to stop me? Dr. Theobald's vanished into thin air. If he wants me thrown out, he can come up here and try it with his bare hands. And what's your plan? You think you can conjure up a second hospital with a wave of your magic wand? I don't need to. The ward on the 5th floor. Dr. Krakowski, we can get it running again. There's plenty of space up there, and most of the beds are still in place. That ward has been out of operation for years. What, so you'd rather send all these sick people back home? Very well. I won't claim I'm happy about this, but since you're already here, get the 5th floor ward up and running as fast as you can. I'll help Carl with that. I can't say I'm surprised to hear you volunteer, Finley. I'll go to the lab and see Dr. Halil. I hope he has good news. Mia, Sandra, I leave this ward in your hands. Are you up to the responsibility? Yes. Ain't no thing. Good luck, everyone. Now get moving. Come on, Finley, let's take a look at the ward upstairs. Do you really think we can do this? Sure we can. There's a lot of junk lying around and we've got no electricity. But if we work together, we'll get the hang of it. Doesn't have to hold together for years, just long enough for us to ride out this wave. I'll deal with the bathrooms, you take care of the corridors. We're not trying to win a prize for best interior design, just clear enough space so we can get through. Understood. Oh, to be able to clean up with a magic poof. good as new. Why did we stop using this ward in the first place? It has lovely rustic charm. Maybe it had something to do with all the mold. The discarded machinery. That thick layer of dust that's covering everything. Alright, you made your point. But the dust only moved in here later, you know? Okay, we got almost everything we need. We're just missing the power. I might be able to help with that. I once administered emergency treatment to the junction box in surgery. I'm afraid this ward doesn't have a junction box. When the others got refurbished, this one was left to rot. I guess the breakers for this ward are down in the basement. That's where the main distributor is. I'll go downstairs and turn on the power. Good, I'll get started filling up the beds and rooms. There's plenty of people waiting downstairs after all. That's it. If I carry on like this, I'll be able to qualify as a professional electrician soon. Now I need to get back upstairs. Carl's on his own up there. Hold on, that's Dr. Theobald. What were you thinking? Have you any idea what's been going on around here? Yes, I know, of course. That's why I'm here. Just listen to me for a moment, please. I had to go. I couldn't stay there anymore. I take full responsibility. I always wanted the best for St. Ursula's, believe me. A few years ago, I was appointed chief physician, but not without help. Roman Heydrich already held a lot of influence over the hospital, even back then. He offered me the position of chief physician as part of a restructuring. At the time, I thought it was the best way for me to actively help the hospital. I was still too young. I hadn't really earned the position. But I went along with it, and Roman supplanted my predecessor for me. We had big plans. Everything was great at first, but Roman put more and more pressure on me. He had interests of his own. He didn't even try to hide them from me. He kept coming to me with strange ideas. He wanted to take more and more money out of the hospital. When I refused, he started blackmailing me. I had to sign bills, purchase orders, and other documents for him. Otherwise, he would blow the cover on our agreement. And as chief physician, I could have taken the fall for everything. That's why I went along with it, for the good of the hospital. However, as we drew more and more public attention, Roman got cold feet. He took off and advised me to do the same. Sooner or later, his scam would be uncovered. Alright, I need to cut off now, but hopefully next time will be the finale. So, until then, good night out there, whatever you are.